Hello everyone! Recently I spent over 100 hours transforming an island into the ultimate kingdom with a fantasy medieval mod pack, complete with loads of builds like a farming village, working vineyard, and even a grand medieval castle. I've stitched all the episodes together into this one mega movie so that you can enjoy the journey from start to finish while studying, chilling, or even playing Minecraft yourself. With all of that said, let's go meet up with Blockdown and get this series started. My friend Blockdown and I are going on a medieval fantasy adventure to transform our islands into the ultimate Minecraft kingdoms. Along the way, we'll encounter a mysterious shrine that offers us various quests in exchange for powerful rewards to help us on our journey. There's so much magic waiting to be discovered in these lands, so let's jump in.
Oh, stuck on another Minecraft world with you?
Wait, you're here? Wait, where is here? Where are we?
I don't know. I don't really remember our island looking like this.
No, this is definitely not the last island we went to. And wait, what's that purple thing over there?
You want to go check it out?
Yeah, I guess since I'm the brave one, I'll go check it out. This sign has your name on it.
My name?
Wait, this one has mine too.
Oh, it's making a weird noise.
Oh, I don't like it. Wait, there's like a book up here. Should we read that?
Oh, yeah.
Greetings, travelers. I am the shrine.
Bring forth the relics marked by the sign.
Ancient magic from depths profound.
With these gifts, your fate is now unbound. That sounds absolutely terrifying. You know what? I think I'm going to leave this shrine to you.
Okay.
And if you don't die, maybe just come find me.
Wait, so you're just going to leave?
Yeah, I'm going over here, as far away as I can get from that thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll take that island once I figure out what the shrine wants from me. A stack of torches offered bright to shrine of stone in shadowed night. It sparked a flame, a hidden prize, a gift revealed before your eyes. All right, well, a stack of torches doesn't seem so bad, so we'll have to collect some coal and we'll get a prize. All right, well, let's have a look around this island and see what kind of resources we've got going on here. Oh, some Farmer's Delight onions. So far, I see a lot of birch and oak and not really much else. Oh my gosh, there's a new wolf here. Do you want to be my friend, buddy? Okay, I guess I'll take that as a no. Don't worry though, I'll be back with bones. Taking a quick look around, I haven't seen any animals. Oh, there's one sheep. Okay, literally right as I start talking about it. All right, well, I've seen the entire island. There's no spruce on it, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're gonna start getting our pickaxe going and then we'll go and look for some more resources. We won't get too far without one of these, and it sounds like there's a mob farm under here. I'm a little bit scared. Oh, cool, there's a shipwreck over there. Okay, we'll have to come back for that. Let's go get some stone and then try to find some iron. All right, let's get some stone for some stone tools. Yep, there we go. We've got the stone pickaxe and let's get an axe too. And I did see an entrance to like a deep kind of cave over here. Yeah, here it is. Let's make our way down there so we can get a couple pieces of iron for some shears. I am super excited about this island transformation. I have so many cool ideas for this project. And honestly, I'm pretty excited to see what kind of rewards we're gonna get from the shrine. Oh, here we go. Here's our first coal already. Let's make some torches. Whoa, wait, what the heck is this ore? Raw manganese. Okay, well, at least it's pink. Oh, there's a piece of iron. Is it only one? Oh man, okay, we need to find just one more. I don't want to fight too many mobs or anything. I just want a little bit of iron. You know, I actually think this should be plenty. Ooh, there's actually enough here so we can make a bucket too. 9 pieces is pretty good though, we'll take it. I kind of want to fight those skeletons for their bones, but I don't have any armor and there's a creeper there too. Oh, there was a creeper behind me. What? Where did he come from? All right, now it's you and me, Mr. Skeleton. Please don't hurt me too bad. You have a new skill point. Press K to open your skill tree. Wait, whoa, this is... Did I just accidentally click that? Yeah, so I have an extra heart now. Wait, that's so cool. All right, let's kill this skeleton too to try to get a couple extra bones. Please. Oh, we have another skill point. Okay, we can get attack speed or jump. I think I'll go for the 5% jump. I think over time, I mean, I don't really notice the difference right now, but I think over time that can be really good. And there's some coal right there. We should actually get that before we leave. Hopefully this will be enough to make a stack of torches for the shrine. You have a new skill point. Wait, for mining? Oh, there's a whole other tab here that I didn't even see. Okay. So plus 3% mining speed. Is that like natural efficiency? Okay, hopefully this is a big vein. That way we can actually use a little bit of coal to smelt our iron, and then we'll have enough to make our torches as well. I just remembered that we have vein miner. Probably should have used that. All right, now I think it's time to head out of this cave and find that sheep again and get a bed. Oh my gosh, and of course it's the middle of the night and there's probably gonna be so many mobs on this island. Oh my god, there was a creeper on the tree. I could not find the sheep, but here are the wolves. So there's 2 of them. Let's hope that we can get at least one of them with only 2 bones. Oh my gosh, yes, I knew you wanted to be my friend. All right, let's go. Oh, there's some bones there as well. Okay, let's try to get that other dog too. Please, please, please. Okay, well, I guess I'll be back with more bones later. Oh my gosh, is that the sheep? I've been looking for this sheep all over the island and I'm 3 hearts and I have no saturation and I can't run anymore. All right, just go in that hole I dug you, please, and then I will make you a nice pen, I promise. Okay, maybe it's not gonna be that nice right now, but it's gonna be at least something, I guess, right? Now with these shears, let's hopefully get 3 wool. Yes, awesome. You're the best sheep ever, actually. Hopefully that chicken I gathered is done too. Nice. Oh my gosh, we can finally run again. Well, the shrine told us to bring the torches in the shadowed night, so I think we've got to wait until nighttime to see what our prize is going to be. They didn't say anything about bringing a bed to sleep right after, though. All right, let's craft some torches. And then it is the shadowed night, so I think we should just be able to throw these in here. Oh, there's a button there. Okay, let's press that. Oh my gosh, that sounded so magical. That was so cool. And let's see our prize. A magnum torch. This thing prevents mob spawns in a huge area, and I got 2 of them. And I just realized that the box is called a Shrine's Blessing, and it kind of looks like a shulker box. All right, Shrine, this quest is finished. From time to time, we're gonna have to come back here and check if the shrine has any extra quests for us, but for now, my quest is to sleep through the night. And we should probably go tell Blockdown that we didn't die from the shrine quest. Maybe we could even give him one of the torches since we got 2. I'm gonna go cook up all this food and then we'll head over to Blockdown's and show him our prize. Blockdown? Are you around here somewhere?
Froggy? Yo, you have a dog?
Yeah, he's not named, but I was hoping that maybe you'd help me name him?
Stinker?
Stinker. All right, perfect.
Oh, actually, wait, I have a gift for you.
Wait, already?
We may as well start off on good terms, right? I've been doing a whole bunch of fishing, and I guess you could name Stinker, and then everyone will know his real name.
That's true, that's true. Well, actually, I have a gift for you as well. That's what I came over here to give you. So I've already done my task from the shrine and I got this cool blessing, and inside of it there is a magnum torch. I got 2 of them, so I figured you could also have one. Have you checked out your task yet?
No, I mean, we could probably go check it out. In Twilight's glow, I gave the heart. The shrine's deep whispers played their part. With Ocean's gift, a treasure gained, a secret reward now unchained. I don't know what the heck that means.
An ocean's heart?
Maybe a heart of the sea? It wants a heart of the sea?
Yeah, wait, I saw a shipwreck over by my island, and I didn't go over there yet. Do you want to see if maybe that'll work?
Yeah, we could do that. So we are looking for a treasure map, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to dig this thing out. Oh wait, I found a chest.
Really?
Oh my gosh, wait, there's wizard boots in here and some iron and some emeralds. I'm gonna take all this.
Oh, I found a chest. I got a treasure map. Oh, it looks like we need to go, what's that, southwest? You know what? I reckon you make a boat and you drive.
All right, so which way is south?
Yeah, this seems pretty good. I guess just go that way and I'll tell you when to stop.
All right.
Go more south.
It's more south?
Yeah.
Which way is south again? You're not a very good navigator.
Hey, I'm trying my best, all right?
You know what? That's fair.
Oh my...
Wait, look at that skeleton! Why is he attacking the turtles?
Leave the turtles alone!
Save the turtles!
Save the turtles! Oh! Oh! I got a skill point.
Me too! Wait, what kind of plant is that? Wait, is that strawberries? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh! Wow, okay. Magnum torch might come in clutch now.
Oh, I bet it's under that gravel block right there.
Oh, get rid of it.
Oh!
Yes!
Look at that!
Heart of the sea! Wait!
Kitty slippers!
They're mine! Stay back!
Oh, wait, they look so cool! They're so cute!
Yes! These are mine! Stay back!
Can I get some dark oak while we're here before we go back?
Yeah, I would quite like some dark oak too.
So after saving the turtles and collecting the Heart of the Sea for Blockdown's Shrine quest, we went back to our island. I showed Blockdown where the other dog was so he wouldn't be alone, and he tamed it before we headed over to the shrine. Blocky turned in the Heart of the Sea and completed his first shrine quest, rewarding him with some backpacks and ships, which he shared with me. And then Stinker and I got in my ship and sailed toward my island now that our adventure with Blockdown had been a success. Wow, that shrine is absolutely amazing. Who knew working together could end up being so rewarding? I'm seriously excited to see if we get another quest soon, but for now, let's focus on getting some basics set up and finding a place to settle down. Honestly, I kind of like this cove and there's turtles here. Actually, before we set up anything, Blockdown had a bunch of cows on his island and I know he has a little wheat patch, so I'm gonna go steal some. Why am I not surprised that he's out here fishing once again? All right, I just need a couple of pieces so I can lure a couple of cows and then we'll be on our way. All right, come on, buddy. Over to my island or to the boat. That would be probably better if you can get in the boat. You know what? Actually, the regular boat just works so much better in this case. All right, come on. Just right up here into this little cow hole for now. This isn't going to be a forever cow hole, just temporarily. And here you go. Make a baby. Perfect. All right, I think I'm going to clear some trees and get a little farm going for the cows. So I'll be right back. And a short while later, I'm all finished. We've got some plants growing and we've got our cows, and I'll probably have to move it later, but that's okay. I think the next thing on our to-do list is going to be placing down this magnum torch so we're a little bit safer on the island. I think right here is roughly the middle, so I'm going to place it down in here, and then we'll go ahead and cover it up with a fence and a torch so we know where it is in the future. And that brings me to the next thing I want to do, build up a storage. This shulker we got from the shrine as part of our blessing is already a complete mess. So I'm going to craft up a bunch of pickaxes, and now let's get to work. And while I'm mining out this room and collecting some resources, let me tell you all about my plans for this series. I'm not actually going to be building a starter house this series, as I'm going to try to tackle one of my ultimate Minecraft goals. And if you've been here for a while, you know that dream is building a castle. I figure if we make a nice storage, we can kind of live here and it won't be too big of a deal to not have a house. But before we go much further, I want to go find some spruce as I want to use it in the storage room. And there's some on the island that Blockdown and I spawned on. I don't think he'll notice if I take this tree as long as I replant, right? Let's just go ahead and vein mine these. There we go. And it looks like we got a couple of saplings, so I'll definitely replant so Blockdown will never know. We're gonna need a ton of leather later on, so I'm gonna keep breeding up the cows. And then let's get our spruce saplings planted so we can get a couple more. And with the wood we already have, let's go ahead and get a start on the floor in here. We'll surround the crafting table with some stairs. And let's go ahead and remove this cobble and granite and stone floor. And let's go ahead and just fill that in with some spruce planks to get a nice cozy floor. We can take out some extra bits here for a little bit of detail with some oak logs. And since our spruce tree had grown, let's go ahead and vein mine all the leaves to try to get more saplings this time. Since we got 10, we can make a couple of big spruce trees, and I'll set up a little platform for them over here. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to need to do a couple of extra things. I'm going to take a little bit of this iron here as I'm going to need to make an iron pickaxe so we can collect some redstone. There's some redstone right over there, so let's go ahead and get some of this smelting. And while we wait, we'll just take the iron too. 3 iron is all done, so let's go ahead and get the pickaxe. And right over here is our first bit of redstone, but we're going to need a ton of redstone for our storage. So let's go ahead and just dig a staircase down and try to find some more. Whoa, what is that little rainbow block? That looks cool. Can I mine this with iron, do you think? Let's try. Ooh, okay. And that was a topaz. Huh. It looks like you can make kind of jewelry with this, like rings and necklaces. We'll keep that for now, and if I find any more, I'll definitely make sure I collect it. This cave is super awful and annoying, but there's some more redstone, so I'm going to grab it. Oh, and there's some more right there. Let's make sure we get all of this. I have no idea what this is, but this looks cool. Raw runite. Born just in time. Oh, well, this was kind of unexpected. Our first diamond. Any more up there? Doesn't look like it, though. Anyways, I've got over a stack of redstone, so I'm gonna head back up to the surface after I grab a little bit more iron from down here. On the way out, I found this morkite ore, which you can use as furnace fuel, and collected some string from cobwebs before finding a chest in the mineshaft that had a few goodies, including a mithril drill upgrade. Back on the surface, I noticed that my big spruce trees had grown, so I chopped them down, and then I took a few extra saplings over to Blockdown before harvesting my crops and then replanting the seeds. And now that we're all caught up, let me breed up these cows and then we can get a start on this storage system. I do still need to fill in these walls here, but I'll get to that eventually, I promise. The next thing we're going to do is work on the storage system, and it's going to be a modded system. We have the sophisticated storage mod, which means we can make special barrels that are upgradable. So let's go ahead and make a couple of redstone torches, and then let's go ahead and craft up a couple of barrels. These might look like your typical barrels, but I promise they're not. Inside, they have an upgrade slot, and they have a bunch of memory settings and other things that we won't go into right now. The amount of storage space in the barrel itself is also upgradable by surrounding the barrel with iron, gold, and then diamonds, and then netherite upgrade template, but we'll probably won't get to that. Now we can go ahead and place these down, and then inside you can see we have as much space as a double chest, and we gained another upgrade slot as well. So I guess the next thing I really need to do is decide how I want to actually arrange the storage in here. I think it's going to make the most sense to do 5 barrels across on this wall, maybe on that wall too. All right, let me craft up a couple more barrels, and I'm almost out of wood, so that's really what's kind of holding us back, but we can try to fill in as much of these as possible. I'm gonna go get some more spruce and craft some more barrels, and I'll bring you right back. All right, it's been a short while, and I got a little bit carried away decorating in here as well. So there's one final piece to place, and that's the globe that we got from the shipwreck. I love that it spins, it's so cool. I also went ahead and organized everything off camera because it was just a mess before, but now it's a lot more tidy. But I know what you're saying, Frog, how are you gonna know what's in each barrel? But luckily the mod has those settings that we said that we weren't gonna touch earlier, and there's an item display settings tab, so we can just click on the one that we want displayed, and now whatever's in that slot will be displayed on the outside. So here it's rendering some cobblestone, and on this one let's do the spruce log, and this one we'll do an oak log, and with a few more of those done we can more easily keep track of what's in all of our chests. Now with all of that done, I do want to go ahead and craft up some bread because I want to go and try to find some clay and some moss for what we're going to end up building today. And before we go, we'll go ahead and breed up the cows again. Hello, everyone. Wait, is that a turtle in my ship? In any case, I'm gonna head out onto the ocean and try to find that dark oak forest we found yesterday, because sometimes there's lush caves there. My turtle friend and I went for a grand adventure where we sailed to another shipwreck and we got some great loot. And then we found a lush cave in the dark oak forest where I spent a lot of time gathering moss, ores, and clay. We even had time to pick up an axolotl friend and grab some drip leaf and small drip leaf. And during the adventure, I found this stag chest that had an enchanted golden apple and a dungeon map for the labyrinth in it. And now back at the base, I really want to get a head start on the gatehouse that we're going to be working on for the entrance to our castle. So I've got some of the clay smelting up into bricks. Bricks aren't the only reason I wanted the clay though, because I want to use some to make some clay blocks to smelt up in the furnace as well. And now that our clay is smelted into terracotta, we can actually make a botany pot. And if we craft up a hopper, we can make it a hopper botany pot. And we can just place that botany pot on a chest or a barrel, and then we can start growing some moss in it, because we're going to need a lot of it for this series. Since we're playing modded, I don't feel like making a big farm for it, so this is just a tiny bit easier. I think I'm probably going to go chop a bunch of trees to make some charcoal to smelt up some more stone and some more clay. And I might make another botany pot for some wheat, because we're going to need a lot of wheat to make daub. So I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, I've been grinding. I've got a bunch of bricks and I made a bunch of stone as well so that we can make stone tiles. This block is going to be a big part of our castle walls. However, through all the grinding in the last couple of hours, I realized that I want my gatehouse to be right along here, and I have a farm and a bunch of cows here, so we're gonna have to move them. Another thing before we can start building is that I'm going to need to get some glass so that we can actually make some mud, because I don't know where a mangrove swamp is and I really just want to get on with this build. So I'm going to craft up a bunch of stone axes so I can clear some more trees out. And then I think it's time to start vein mining once again. I think deeper in the woods I saw some roses that I want to go collect, and yep, there they are. But I think roses are really going to match the aesthetic of what our castle's going to look like, so I definitely want to grab a bunch of these. Back at the base, I'm going to start smelting up some of the zinc, because you can actually put this in the stone cutter to get these copycat blocks, and those are basically like the templates or the frame blocks from the last series. And it looks like one zinc is going to make 4 copycat trapdoors, which is pretty cool. And this is how these work. So you place them down and then you can put any block inside of them. So this is now a birch log trapdoor. These are pretty cheap and they're going to be very useful for us. And they're a little bit easier to craft than the last ones were. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we're definitely going to have to move our cows. So I want to get a bunch of this terrain work done before we start. That way we have a more flat area to work with when we go to build our gatehouse as well. And then using all that dirt that we just got, we're going to fill in this whole area, I think. Then we can build a new pen for our cows. And unfortunately, the sheep will still have to go in here as well. And I don't have any oak slabs, so spruce slabs is going to have to do for these, but I think that looks okay still. And with the new cow pen finished, I moved over a bunch of the cows and the sheep, and then I killed the rest of them for leather. Okay, I think it's actually time to start crafting all the things that we're going to need for the build. Thankfully, our moss botany pot has been putting in the work because we were going to need a bunch of this to make some mossy bricks. And this is going to be our roof block combination. Next, we're going to get some mossy stone brick and some stone tiles. And then this is the daub stuff that I want to make. So we're going to need some wheat and some clay. And this block will give us a base for like Tudor style blocks. And then there's a couple of different kinds of frames that we can make around these with some sticks. So this one is kind of like the all around frame. And we can do another one that has like a cross frame, which I really like. Let's lay out all these spruce logs so that we can strip them and vein mine them. And we'll turn all of those into spruce beams. Now we're going to make a little infinite water source down here inside of this crafting bench area. And that's so that I can finally use these glass bottles that I made to make some mud. Right now I only need a couple of stacks of this, but in the future I want to use this as the floor of my entire kingdom. So yeah, we're going to have to find a way to automate this. And now that all that's taken care of, I definitely have one last thing that's really on my to-do list before we get started. And that's to upgrade our backpack. So we can upgrade the size of our backpack by surrounding our backpack with iron. And this will give us an iron backpack, which is actually huge. And now we also have 2 upgrade slots. And to make the upgrades, you're going to need to actually make an upgrade base. And this requires leather and string and some ingots, but I guess iron tier ingots. And once we make the base for the upgrade, we can actually go ahead and craft ourselves a crafting upgrade and a stone cutter upgrade. And then you can drop those into your upgrade slots, and now we have a crafting table and a stone cutter within our backpack. And now we can take all of these items out of this chest and put it within our huge backpack. And this is just going to make life so much easier, but I've still got quite a bit of mud to make, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. I was just working on crafting all this mud and I heard a wandering trader, but this is not the wandering trader that I expected. Who are you? You are the wandering winemaker. Honestly, who you are is not as important to me as taming your donkeys. They're so cute and I feel like they'd be perfect for the castle. Please love me. Please. Thank you. This other one is so stubborn. He will not love me. Please. Please just love me. It's been so long. Thank you. I don't know if I'll do anything with wine, but I'm gonna buy the grape seeds just in case. And while we've got them in the boat, we can steal the donkeys. Of course, I don't have anywhere for them or the llamas, so I'll just leave them down here for now. Oh, and one last thing. I just realized that we have a wood saw, which is basically like a stone cutter, but for wood. So basically in here, you can just kind of scroll through and pick whatever like things you can craft from wood. This is so cool. Anyways, I've put this off long enough. I think it's time we finally start building the castle gatehouse. Here we are, finally done with our gatehouse. I added a small dock down here to park my boat because it just felt weird if it didn't have its own parking space. And if you go up the mud pathway, alongside the path, I've added a couple of cute little things like some chopped firewood and this little adorable cart which kind of renders blocks inside of it. These baskets here are actually baskets of strawberries, or bags of strawberries I should say, that we've actually crafted up from the ones that we've been growing. And then if you come through the official entryway, then you have just this little tower over here that you can access. It's kind of sparsely decorated. I didn't do much of an interior in here as I don't really plan on using it as living space, but if anyone does come up here, at least it has a little bit of decoration. Across the gatehouse, you can actually access this turret where you can access the flag, and of course you can look down around about the island. And this video is getting a little bit long, so I think that's where we're going to end it for today. I can't wait to continue on this island and keep building up my amazing kingdom. And we have so much space over there that we're gonna have to terraform. Last episode, we discovered a mysterious shrine that gave us some magical quests and built up the beginning of our kingdom, a gatehouse. In between episodes, I did a little bit of strip mining for resources, planted some sugarcane, and upgraded my backpack to gold tier. I also added a smelting upgrade, so now we have a furnace in our backpack too. Now with all of that extra inventory space in our backpack, I think I want to start off this video with an adventure. I haven't really left the island since we went to the lush cave last time, and I really want to explore more of what's around us. Oh my gosh, there are sunflowers. I love sunflowers so much. There's a bunch of flowers here that I'm just gonna grab. And what are those? Can I share them? Okay. They are wild onions. All right. Oh my gosh, this bush is so cute. Red grape seeds. Oh, these are grapes from the winery mod. I definitely want to grab these. I don't know if I'll do anything with this episode, but I definitely want to make a winery. There's the ruined nether portal over there. And over there, I actually think that's a flower forest, which we should definitely go to before we leave. All right, let's go ahead and block off all the lava. And the chest actually has quite a bit of stuff in it. A golden great hammer, golden kite shield, and this fire gauntlet, which gives the wearer's melee attacks fire damage. Oh, it renders on the body. That's so cool. Okay, we gotta find someone to test this on. I'm sorry. Oh, look at it. He's on fire. That's so cool. Honestly, not a bad way to cook your food for free. Definitely gonna take the gold block. And while we're here, we might as well take this weird looking obsidian. I can't tell if it's the shaders, but it looks so blue. All right, while we're here in the flower forest, let's grab a bunch of these tulips that we don't have on the island. And I'm gonna take the oxeye daisies too. I just love these. Definitely gonna get a couple extra alliums. Oh, and there's some honeycomb over there in that beehive. I should grab that. Oh my gosh, I forgot that there needs to be a campfire under there. Run! I don't want the bees to die. All right, sail away, turtle. Sail away super fast. I don't want those bees to catch up to us. Okay, I think up ahead this is some kind of modded village. What is that? Is that an enchanting setup? Wait, they have a whole watchtower. This is so cute. And this is like a whole house up here. Ooh, there's corn. Okay, this is not like any enchanting table I've ever seen. This is where you bind spells. So it's a spell binding table. I'm gonna take it. And let's take all the bookshelves too. There are so many weird villager houses that I've never seen before. A fire rune. What is this villager? A wizard merchant? And he sells runes. All right, and I'm assuming that this rune crafting station is the thing that makes you into the wizard, right? Yep, of course. There's another new house I've never seen before. This mod is very cool. What are you? A monk. Healing runes, an acolyte wand. I'm so sorry, sir, but monkhood was not your calling. I will be taking that. And ooh, there's an acolyte wand in here and some healing runes. We will be taking all of those as well. I don't need healing right now, but I just want to see how this works. So if I hold the button, it charges my bar and then it heals. Oh, that's cool. The rest of the time I spent in the village was dedicated to looting all of their chests and taking any fancy workstations that I could find, pottery sherds, and even some more new crops. I vein mined all of their hay bales before setting my sights on grabbing 2 villagers and bringing them back to my boat. Since I was committed to using bricks in my builds, it could be nice to have a few masons on hand to easily buy them. On my way to get the second villager, of course I got a bit distracted trying to kill some endermen that I saw for their pearls. Of course, after I fought them, neither one dropped a pearl, but I did get distracted and sucked into a really cool cave where I wandered around for a while, vein mining a ton of resources. I gathered so much tin, iron, lapis, and even this block that required a diamond pickaxe to mine that dropped raw karmot. That seemed pretty important, so I packed it up in my backpack, and then on my way out, I got attacked by a monstrous chest that dropped my own pair of kitty slippers. Now I didn't have to steal blockdowns. I grabbed my second villager once I was out of the cave, and then headed home to take the villagers to the gatehouse and put them inside the tower walls. At least for now. Alright, let's focus on them later. The first thing I want to do is spend our mining skill points because this tree has an extra whole level of fortune that's like a passive bonus, and of course a bunch of extra mining speed. And once we get fortune 3, that'll mean fortune 4. I'm trying to be a little bit more picky about my combat points since I want to get all of the green luck nodes, which will give us more chances to find better loot in dungeons. I guess all these other skill additions are pretty nifty as well though. You know, now that we have so much extra mining efficiency, I wonder if this feels like it'll mine faster. And honestly, I think it does kind of feel more like an iron axe now. Oh my gosh, my backpack is such a mess. So I should probably take some time and go ahead and get that all sorted. That way we can... Whoa. Oh, what is that? Okay, that sound definitely came from this direction. I don't know if I see anything happening on my island. Oh man, I hope it wasn't the shrine. Everything looks okay over here, but there's another book. Let's see what the shrine wants this time. Rainbow gems shining bright, the shrine aglow with mystic light. A wand appeared with magic true, a gift of power, fresh and new. Rainbow gems, huh? Well, I guess when I sort my inventory, I'll check in my base and see if I have anything that might match that kind of description. And it said something about a gift of power too, so I'm really pumped to figure this out. But first, inventory sorting time. Okay, I'm coming back a little bit early because we have a problem. My chests are getting so full, so we need to craft some upgrades for them. And I think the simplest thing to do is make them into bigger barrels with this basic to iron tier upgrade. Okay, that is much, much better. Especially with all of these seeds and stuff that we have, there's just so much. Also, while I was putting stuff away, I remembered that last episode we had actually mined up a topaz from a rainbow kind of block. This is from the jewelry mod, and if you look here, there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And yeah, minus indigo, those are the colors of the rainbow. And last episode, Blockdown built a mine, and he said he found some awesome caves in there, so I think I'm just gonna peek in and see if I can find any gems. Oh, look at this little signpost, Blocky Kingdom. I love that. All right, here it is, the mining building. So let's go ahead and look for some gems. Okay, here's a cave opening. I think maybe we can check down in here. Up here, it looks like it opens up into a bigger cave, and there's some gems right there. Let's go ahead and vein mine. And what did we end up getting? Looks like a bunch of them. Wow, this is absolutely massive. And I think there's more gems. At this point, I spent some more time down in the caves mining up gems. I found a slime spawn down here, so of course I killed it for some free slime. And then my axe broke while I was fighting this zombie, and then he set me on fire after I set him on fire. It was a whole thing. Luckily, not too long after that, I did end up finding the last gem that I needed. But instead of going back to the shrine, I headed down into my mine since I didn't want to take any of Blockdown's ores and gathered up a ton of more materials, especially gold since it looked like it was super important in making jewelry. The kitty slippers came in absolutely clutch as creepers just walked by me and completely ignored me because they don't like cats. And when I saw this one that had a backpack and a witch nearby, I had to go kill him. Inside his backpack, he had 2 dune armor trims, which is pretty cool. And then I collected some more materials before I found this enderman that had a backpack. I completely forgot that I wasn't wearing armor, so I almost died, but luckily I fought him off, and inside of the backpack was a ruby claymore with sharpness 3 on it. This sword was an absolutely incredible find and helped me easily fight off hordes of mobs in the cave so I could continue collecting materials in peace. And why was it so massive? My inventory and backpacks were quickly filling up with all the stuff that we gathered down here, so I decided to head out of the caves for today. Now, next on our to-do list, we should probably actually go visit the shrine. I'm pretty confident that these are the rainbow gems the shrine was asking for, so let's hope that we were actually right. Fingers crossed. We got a new blessing. Let's find out what this is. Whoa, a novice wand? Okay, this thing makes me look pretty cool. When I try to use it, it says that I'm missing a fire rune. I can't wait to show Blockdown. He's gonna be so jealous. Can't wait to see the look on his... What is going on? Why are you on the land? Go back in the water. No one likes you. Oh man, I hate dolphins. Get away from me. Go in there. If I punch you, you'll catch on fire. Oh my god. That might have been the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me in Minecraft before. Anyways, since our sugarcane's all grown in, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest it really quickly. And in the village, we did manage to get 1 fire rune. And now we just need a volunteer. I'm so sorry for what's about to happen. And don't you look over here. Don't mind this. All right, so we can just charge this up and then bam. Yeah, you're on fire. Oh, that didn't last that long, actually. This is actually really cool though, and I can't wait to see what other kind of magic we can get later on. Hopefully that'll satisfy the shrine for a while I actually work on the things that I need to work on this episode. And I've got the perfect spot in mind already, but it does need a little bit of work, so time lapse. Alright guys, time for a progress update, and this is actually how the area is looking now. The area is a lot flatter and easier to work with, and I torched up the entire thing too because we don't get the benefits of the mob torch over here. But I do want to go ahead and park our mule, and now we can use this moss to start laying out some buildings. This one here is probably going to be the biggest one, as this will be the villager breeder. And then if we knock out these bits here, this will be where they can see the beds, and then we can bring out another little section of the house over this way, I think, to keep it even, yeah. And then maybe we can do another building over here. And honestly, the best part about using this moss is that it's so easy to punch if I want to change anything really fast. Let's leave enough room here for a little bit of like a streetway or an alleyway, and then we can add another build right over here. We did pick up that like monk workbench, so I think over here we could do like a little bit of a church or something. And I think one more house will probably do it for us. Now, something I like to do in the planning process is to start thinking really early on about how your pathways are going to look and where you're going to organically have stuff going back and forth between the different houses. And of course, we'll bring it up to the edge of the village as well. And this is going to trail off into the rest of the castle, so we'll just leave that for now. I'm a little bit iffy on the tower all the way on the left over by the villager breeder, this tower here. So there's about 10 other builds though, so that should be definitely enough. And even though this is a similar shape to the tower, this is probably going to be a fountain or some kind of like flower bed or something in the middle. Kind of like a meeting point with the bell in the regular villages. And now I think with all that planning done, I think it's time to actually go ahead and start gathering everything we're going to need to make our villager breeder. And that's going to start with those pumpkins over there. I think I'll also take some of these sweet berries. I don't know if I'm going to need them, but might as well get them. Shear the pumpkin, turn it into a jack-o'-lantern, craft a composter, and I just went and stole a bunch of carrots from Blockdown as well. And I'm not specifically following any tutorials for this. I just sort of know how to do this after so long of playing Minecraft. So in the center, we'll drop our water, and then we're going to put our composter and our jack-o'-lantern on top of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and vein mine till all of these spots, but if you don't have vein miner, you can just regularly till them. And now we can use these stolen carrots to actually go ahead and fill in this entire tilled spot. Over here at the front, we're going to make this spot where the villagers will fall down when they try to get to the beds. We'll make this 2 blocks deep. And we'll help them out with some trapdoors because they think that they can walk on these, but they actually can't and they'll fall. Some trapdoors here. And you know, I think I might as well go ahead and replace this floor since I'll have to come in here and I don't want it to be dirt. But we'll keep it nice and simple with some classic spruce. And once we build up the wall so the villagers can't get out, this is pretty much ready to go. So I think what we're going to do is actually go get all the stuff that we need. So I headed out in my boat to the lush cave nearby, but on the way I found another shipwreck. So I had to grab everything that was in the shipwreck and I found a buried treasure map. Following the treasure map actually took me over to the dark oak forest where the lush cave was from last time, and I quickly looted the treasure. And then I found an azalea tree in the forest and I started going ahead and vein mining all of the rooted dirt down into the lush cave below. This lush cave was absolutely huge and I was amazed by how beautiful it was. But of course my focus was finding clay and getting a lot of it, as we were going to need a lot for making daub and bricks for the rest of the series. I found some underwater diamonds, but I mostly focused on getting clay and I wanted to try to fill both of my shulker boxes with clay. I grabbed a spore blossom, that way I could bring it back and grow it in some botany pots, and then of course I had to fight a chest monster, and that was actually terrifying. I always forget that those can come alive. And I got this power glove that gives me +4 attack damage. I found a zombie spawner, so I torched it up and then I looted the chest, and I found another labyrinth map here and a bunch of other goodies. And eventually my second shulker box was nearly full, so I decided to go home. But don't tell anyone, we're actually not home because we're going to Blockdown's little create workshop that he made, as I want to make a couple of iron sheets with his press. Let's craft a couple of andesite alloy, and then we'll strip these wood to make it some andesite casing. And all of this is so that I can make a temporary bulk smelting setup so I don't have to use coal anymore. Wait. I think this is supposed to be lava and not a campfire. I am so silly. I did see some lava down here in the last episode when we were looking for redstone. So we'll just go ahead and grab that and then head back up to the surface. And now this is actually working. And I think I'm probably just gonna wait here for some clay balls to smelt into bricks. And then if I can pick these up without setting myself on fire, we should be good to start actually building. I just came over to the base to get a couple of things to start building up the next part of the village, and there are 2 turtles stacked on top of each other in my boat. Why is that actually kind of adorable though? In any case, the villager breeder is working, and I'm just waiting for the villagers to grow up so I can start putting them in houses, but they need houses first. So I figure we can just start working on the next phase of the project. I actually should have enough spruce without cutting any more down, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna run out, so I'm just gonna plant a couple of trees out here. And I plan on using these dark oak trees to trade for sticks to get emeralds from some Fletcher villagers. But yeah, let's jump into another time lapse and build up this village. Now this first villager house over here, I think I want to put in 4 Fletchers. I think that's what we have room for. And we'll go ahead and separate them with some dark oak pillars. And then we'll grab a villager out of the villager hole and bring them over. Okay, our villager does not have sticks, so we're gonna go ahead and refresh that with the fletching table, and now he has sticks. So let's go ahead and craft up a bunch of them. And now we can trade all of those sticks for some emeralds. I just got this guy to take the job, and he's a jeweler villager, so this is pretty cool. He trades copper, and I have a bunch of copper to smelt, so we'll stop by this little bulk smelter, and then let's go ahead and trade a bunch of this copper for emeralds. He also leveled up, so we've got an iron ring and a gold ring. It looks like the iron ring gives us +1 armor, which is cool. Since this is going to be a farming village, I do want to put some farming villagers over here inside the breeder at the top. That way we can easily just trade whatever crops we get for more emeralds. And we'll throw down some composters for them, and of course light it up over here too. This is everyone's favorite part, of course, going ahead and rolling the villagers to find some good trades. I always like to have at least one that has potatoes and carrots though. And this house is the home of our wizard merchant who has fire and arcane runes, which is really cool. And after leveling him up, it looks like he trades for white wool and lapis for a lot. I don't want to detail too much because I might have to move things around later as we continue to build up the village, but I do want to sort of put in this centerpiece here. And I think since there's so much water around, we're definitely going to make this into a flower bed. And now it's actually the next day in real life, and I'm actually so proud of how this area is coming out so far, but we still have a whole village to build up. I'm gonna go sort my inventory and then we'll start building... Oh no, that sound again from the shrine. This thing keeps interrupting me at the most inopportune times, I swear. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure tasks have reset at the shrine, right?
I don't have a new task.
Well, I do. Do you want to do it together?
Should we see what it is? Maybe you won't need my help.
Probably will. Leave a sponge at the shrine. Ocean's gift, reward divine. Trade it quick, the sea will yield. A treasure vast from depths revealed.
Did that just say that we're gonna have to go get a sponge?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need your help with this one. Do you have potions yet?
I haven't been to the Nether yet, have you?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so should we get some obsidian and then go to the Nether?
Potion montage?
Potion montage, let's go! Potion montage!
Wait, is this a...
Wait. Wait, what is that little bug? Get it!
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I killed it.
How hard can it be?
Oh, what is that? Is that a bat? Is that a hog bat?
That's the flying pig thing.
Oh wait, there's some quartz here, sorry. Oh my gosh.
There's some quartz here. Oh,
I got one. Maybe we should get a couple more.
Yeah, let's get a few. I don't want to be here any longer than I need to, though. I'm on fire. I fell.
First day with legs, huh? Wait, have you seen any nether wart?
No, I have like the wart seed, but that isn't...
right there.
Yo, yes!
There's a chest right here with some more nether wart and a diamond. Back off, it's mine. Oh, wait, there's another chest here. Oh,
and another one here.
An arcane staff.
Running shoes!
Wait, look, I got a new staff.
What?
Oh, did that do a lot of damage?
I mean, it did half a heart.
Oh, okay.
See ya. Ow! There's a dead end. Right, we need to get out of here, I think.
Look over there. There's like a weird bastion and there's like shroomlight trees right here.
Yeah, I think we should save that for another day.
Yeah, of course. There's warped wood right there.
You know what? I'm getting out of here.
Always sleeping on the job.
Should we brew some potions, and then I guess we need to find an ocean monument? I think I've actually found one before, you know.
Can we do it over at your place?
What, potions?
Yeah, my place is kind of a mess right now.
Ow.
Wow. First day in the forest. Wow, this looks great. It's very open. Blockdown and I crafted up a brewing stand and then went into one of the houses on the docks he was building to brew up some water breathing and invisibility potions. We made sure to add some redstone to make them 8-minute potions as well. And once they were all done, it was time to set sail. This is kind of awkward, but I'm a little bit hungry.
Yeah, you're right. It is a bit awkward.
Do you have any chicken nuggets? After a while, we arrived to the monument, but we immediately were getting attacked by guardians, so I drank my potions and then I jumped in. I immediately found a sponge room, but I had mining fatigue, so I couldn't grab a sponge from there. Hello?
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 I'm stuck.
Where are you?
I'm lost.
Why did we take invisible potions and then not stay together? Hey!
Hello. Hey, yeah. I've got 2 Elder Guardians.
So you have 2 sponges?
I have 2 sponges.
Well, that means I can give the shrine one too. Wait, let's try to get the same one. Come over here, get this one with me and like just vein mine it.
Okay.
Oh god, this is cringe.
How far broken do you think it is?
We were so lost and couldn't find the way out, so I decided to craft up some doors with some wood I had in my backpack so we could wait out the mining fatigue. But eventually mining fatigue wore off and we were able to mine out of the monument and swim out to the boat. Well, that's if Blockdown could remember where he parked it. We spent all night searching and then finally with the sunrise it appeared in the distance for me, so I boated over. It was finally time to go home.
You ready?
Yep, press the button.
Big reward.
Oh,
yes!
Let's go!
Let's go, Shrine's Blessing. I mean, I guess there's going to be 2 rewards in here, right? Ooh!
Whoa!
Yes, trident, charm of sinking, and a snorkel.
Of course, I did have to try my new trident out on Blockdown first before using it on another enemy, and then we tried on our snorkels, and we actually looked pretty cool.
Okay, well, thanks for your help, and see ya.
Hey, if you see any chicken nuggets, you make sure you let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Well, that was quite the adventure with Blockdown, and actually seeing him again reminded me that he gave me a name tag in the last episode, and I haven't named my dog yet. So let's go ahead and put Stinker on here. And there we go, Stinker sitting on top of the world. And I guess this snorkel that gives us temporary water breathing is pretty cool too. But all adventuring done, it's time to craft up some more daub. And we've got a whole rest of our village to build, so let's kick it into another time lapse. Alrighty gang, I think after that super long time lapse, we are finally done with the village. And here you go. This is how this is looking. Now, I did add this dock down here at the last minute because it looked a little bit empty with the water edge just being there. It looked a little bit awkward. And I think it definitely helps the village feel more set in its environment. Now, it's been a couple days IRL, so I think I did mention that this was going to be a big farming village. So I did add a couple of flower fields and then, of course, all of our crops. And for some reason, there's like 5 turtles that are living in this wheat field. I don't know why. In here, we have our monk. He's just chilling. I locked in his trades for healing runes, but I haven't actually gone back to like level him up any further. Past our little patch of beetroot, we do have one librarian, and I mostly wanted him for lanterns and glass, but he also sells Fortune 3, which is pretty lucky. Past the librarian, we do have a toolsmith. Since I've broken so many tools already, we have a couple of diamond tools unlocked. And then across the street, we have some stonemasons, and these guys just sell bricks. I really do love this hanging banner detail that we added here. This is like going to lead into the castle someday. And back behind that, we actually have our animals. And this is definitely for sure the last time I am actually moving them. It might actually be time to breed them again, so let's do that really quickly. I don't know if or when we're going to get into modded food, but it'll be great to have a good supply of animals for that. And actually, pretty incredibly, you can breed the cow stack and it will breed. I think in the next episode, I'm definitely going to end up making a mud farm because I made all of this mud and packed mud by hand again, and this was just way too much. And this is my favorite part of the whole village, this big strawberry patch. I really want to open a bakery or something here one day. We can just get some emeralds from there. And we do have an armorer as well, but I'm not finished leveling him up yet because I ran out of emeralds. And lastly, we get to this house, which is the jeweler's. And I started to decorate up here, but I did leave some space for some more villagers in case we wanted to add more. But I left in some item frames and some shelves on the wall because I want to get into making some jewelry. Now, some of this we can use decoratively, and a lot of it is pretty basic, but it's only episode 2, so what can you really expect, right? This emerald necklace gives you +1 luck, and the diamond one gives you +10% speed, so these seem pretty good. I'll take any extra bonuses that I can get, honestly. Also, please just ignore the state of my backpack at all times. But I want to go ahead and start crafting up some of these things. So I think that we do have everything that we need to make 2 of these. And we can go ahead and also make 2 of these diamond necklaces, as I do want to give one to Blockdown as well. This topaz ring actually increases our spell power for both arcane and fire spells. And that's what I have right now. So we can make that really quick. And can we make a sapphire ring as well? +2 max health. I mean, we kind of have those other health bonuses, but I'll still make one for Blockdown. And I think I want to go ahead and decorate with the extras. With all the jewelry made now, I think we're going to go ahead and call this one finished. Looking around, I cannot believe this is episode 2, and look at how much we've already done. And just a quick look at our statistics, I did break quite a few stone tools and a lot of iron tools as well. In the last episode, we built up this amazing medieval village, complete with tons of modded villager types. And in between episodes, I went caving to find a bunch of these campsites that can have the artifacts because I wanted to find a villager hat. And in this village, I eventually did. And this villager hat has some very special properties, which is why I wanted it. It decreases the trading prices of villagers, so it's basically like having permanent hero of the village. And we are going to take advantage of this today because I want to upgrade our tools and armor. But first, let's hitch up our trading llamas over here that we stole from a wandering trader, as I feel like they fit the village a little bit more than the boat over by my base. Now, last episode, as you can see, I pretty much used up all of the durability on my diamond pickaxe and my diamond axe. They are basically broken. So using this villager hat, we're going to be able to trade for diamond tools and armor really cheap from our villagers. No zombification required. I do want to go ahead and get a couple more emeralds, so let me go ahead and trade with these guys really quick. And right upstairs, we have our armorer villager, and we should have some cheaper trades. Wow, okay, 22 down to 2 and 14 down to 1. That is ridiculously cheap. We will take that. And now he's leveled up and we've got a diamond helmet and chestplate for 1 and 3, and that's really not bad. Let's go ahead and get all this new armor on, and here we are, all blue and shiny. It only has unbreaking and protection 1, but I mean, it's better than nothing. And right around the corner, we actually have our toolsmith villager, and I don't think we need a weaponsmith since we have this awesome claymore. That was perfect timing. All right, we are going to have to level him up, so let's go ahead and buy one of these efficiency 2 and breaking 2 axes. And we'll take an efficiency 1 shovel, and then I guess we'll have to buy a bunch of cheap stuff just to level him up again. So we'll take all these iron pickaxes. And now he has a silk touch pickaxe for only 3, so I'm going to buy 2 of these, I think. I've actually never had a Silk Touch trade before like this, so that's actually pretty exciting for me. But yeah, this should hold us over until we are able to do some enchanting. Oh my goodness. Really? Right now, Shrine? Hold on, let me go to sleep first at least. I don't want to die on my way over there. I do want to stop at home though, so I can show you all the other goodies I found in the mines as well. The first one being this pickaxe heater, which automatically smelts the mined ores. I also got this cloud in a bottle, which gives you a double jump. It's actually so cool. And of course, how could I forget the superstitious hat, which gives us an extra level of looting, which I'm just going to keep in my backpack for now and I'll swap to it when I need it. All right, let's go over to the shrine, and the turtle stack is growing. I am not even going to ask. And is there a new task? Yep, it looks like the shrine wants our attention once again. In the deepest dungeons of the darkest caves, adventurers weary of an early grave. A fragment of magic from the spawner shall bring you rewards of the highest honor. Okay, so a dangerous mission to the caves. It sounds like this is going to be great. This mine entrance is still kind of messy. I really need to fix this actually. But right over there's a big cave entrance that I found that I think we'll probably be able to find a spawner in. I've got to be honest though, I'm not really 100% sure what a fragment of magic from a spawner is supposed to be. I've never actually found a magical fragment from a spawner, so it must be a modded item. And you know, while we're down here, we'll look for some more mobs with backpacks because I will never pass up a free backpack and more loot. Honestly, there's just something so satisfying about wearing these kitty slippers and having the creepers run away from you. It is so funny. Honestly, I try not to mine too much of my ore that's down here because we don't have fortune yet, but that should be coming hopefully this episode because I think I want to make an XP farm in an enchanting area. Not that I need the levels, but probably will for like mending up my stuff. Oh, and I definitely want to add this lucky hat back on so we get more items from our mobs. This is also a perfect opportunity to try the pickaxe heater, so this should be smelted, and it was! We got 12! Oh, that's so cool. We could save so much coal this way. I'm not gonna lie, wandering around in these caves, I'm so confused about where I've been and not been. I thought that was a spawner. Oh my god, there's a spawner right there. Okay, perfect. Let's light this up. Anything magical in the chest? Not really. Another one of these dungeon maps. I think that we're definitely gonna have to figure out what this is. Okay, since nothing came from the actual chest, maybe we should try to break the spawner? I don't know if this is gonna work, but that's the only other thing I can think of. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go find a bunch of different spawners. All right, here goes nothing. Whoa, what is that? It is a spawner fragment. Whoa, okay, it looks like you can actually use these to make inactive spawners, which I'm assuming are like survival spawners? This is all from the Spawners Plus mod, so let's go ahead and search for that. And then it looks like we have all of these different little souls? Okay, so they don't have a recipe, but you can actually use them to craft other things like a drowned soul. I guess the same would be for skeleton, for stray, and wither skeleton. I don't know how we're gonna get those souls, but I hope we can figure it out. And in any case, we should probably return to the shrine after we get those diamonds over there. This is exciting. I hear lava bubbling behind there. I'm afraid that these are trap diamonds, but looks like we're okay. But yep, there was a lot of lava there. Oh my goodness. We are gonna leave. But alright, task 1 done for today. Let's go head over to the shrine and see what reward we get if this is what they want. Alright, I hope this is what you actually wanted, shrine. It's quite literal, but let's see. Oh my gosh, yes! We did it! Let's see what the shrine has for us this time. Wait, this just gave us some spawners. It gave us 4 different ones. They're all inactive. And then what is this book enchantment up here? This is the soul stealing enchantment, and it has a chance of dropping certain mobs' souls on kill. So I guess the shrine and I agree that we need an XP farm badly. I think we should add this to our claymore and then probably start hunting some mobs. Ugh, down into the caves again. Okay, and here's our first skeleton. Let's hope that we get a soul from him. Sadly, nothing. Okay, creepers can have souls too. Maybe we can get a creeper soul. No. Endermen don't have souls, but zombies do. Can I get your soul? No. Maybe I'll just hunt mobs down here in the cave because this place had a ton of mobs last time. So far I've been pretty unlucky, but here's a nice little group, so let's hope. I think that these souls are probably pretty rare. And this last one, nope, no souls dropping down here. No, come back here, Mr. Creeper, I need your soul, please. But you didn't have one either, okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna spend some time down here farming, and if I get one, I'll bring you guys back. Alright, I've killed quite a few mobs down here and I haven't gotten anything, so I think I'm gonna head up to the surface and think about what our next move is gonna be. Okay, I've been having a walk around my island and I think what I'm gonna end up doing is asking Blockdown for help when he's online. But while we wait for him, I want to get a couple things ready for the XP farm. Oh no! Turtles! Turtles! Go! 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 Jeez! What the heck? I cannot believe the turtle stack was taking a ton of damage and oh my god, I'm killing a bunch of fish too. I'm so sorry. I don't have my boating license. Anyways, a couple of things that we're gonna need are some iron sheets because I do want to get some blazes and some blaze burners so we can make brass. And we'll just leave that there and take this. We did actually bring over more iron than we're getting from that. And in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and actually make up some blaze burners and then we'll head over to the nether. I do want to take a more modded approach to our XP farm this time around, and I think I want to be able to automate XP and mob drops with the create mod. So we're going to need a deployer and I'm going to craft some rotation speed controllers too. And I guess while saying all of that is just a fancy way to say I'm going to need a lot of brass. So let's go ahead and capture these blazes. Just one more. I think that'll be okay. There we go. And I think while we're here, we'll probably try to get some quartz too. What is that? I've never seen this thing before, but I know that I hate that. This kind of weird mushroom tree here. I wonder what this is. Mushroom fir stem. So it looks like you can make a log by combining them. And it will also turn into planks, which is good. And it looks like they're really, really blue. Wow. Oh my gosh, I actually really love these. Wish I hadn't decided on bricks for my kingdom because this color blue is so beautiful. It says that the seeds grow on nether mycelium, so I'm going to take some of this back to Blockdown. And I just want to get a little bit more quartz. Probably going to need it for a bunch of electron tubes. Okay, this is kind of awkward, but I stopped recording after that last scene because I wasn't going to record me coming out of the nether, but I killed a piglin that had a backpack that kind of looks like a piglin, and it has the snout armor trim in it. And I think if we put together a few gifts, some may say bribes, for Blockdown, he might help us try to collect some mob souls. Whoa! Hey, sailor!
Yo, good parking.
Wait, you look a little bit weird. You kind of look like a ram or a goat or something.
Yeah, I got some new armor.
Wow, and a new sword too.
Uh-huh. So, what are you doing at my place? You need something?
Yes, I came bearing a gift. I was just in the nether, and since I noticed that you don't have any armor trims, I got this one for you.
Snout armor trim? What are you trying to say?
That you got the animal horn, so it kind of works, right?
I don't want to ruin my armor with your stinky snout armor. Also, this armor's actually kind of better.
You look really cool. You definitely don't look weird.
No. I'm assuming what you want from me is probably dangerous, right? If you're giving me stuff for my armor.
I explained my shrine task to Blockdown and I showed him the inactive spawners. I handed over the soul stealing enchantment to him and then I bribed him with some extra goodies and he agreed to help me find some mob souls. We set out in Blockdown's ship to find a dungeon he'd found before. And after boating and walking for a super long time, we finally found the structure that Blocky was talking about, a giant dungeon. Once we broke in, we saw that this place was completely infested with cobwebs and spiders. And luckily for me, there was a bunch of spawners here too, so I could collect some more fragments. And finally, after killing so many spiders, I ended up getting one spider soul. And then we found this big, like, spider lair thing with all these cobwebs and stuff. I was so scared. And since there was only spider mobs in that dungeon, we decided to go caving to try to get the other mob souls too. But I think that dungeon must have been taking up the entire mob cap because there were no mobs spawning. Then we decided to head to the surface and try to hunt mobs during the nighttime. This was a little bit more lucrative. And when the sun finally rose, I met back up with Blockdown and he gave me a bunch of the souls that he'd collected. And after such a long night, we both sat in silence while we boated back home. Alright, now with all those shenanigans out of the way, let's see our total haul from all of those mob kills. We broke enough spawners to craft another one. And we got a bunch of souls. I think the souls replace a spawn egg if you've ever kind of made one of these in creative before. So for now, I'm just going to put these away. And since I want to focus on an XP farm and an enchanting setup this episode, I think we probably better decide where we want to put it. Now, in my brain, I've kind of reserved this higher up area over here for our winery, our vineyard that I want to build. And this other side towards the shrine, I think is going to be where the actual castle sits, like right through all of these woods here. And in between all of those things, I think it's going to be like a plaza. So maybe it could go out here in the plaza. This area is going to need a ton of terraforming and chopping down all these trees though. So I think that's what we should do next to see what kind of space we're working with. Alright gang, here we are a short while later and a pretty much almost broken shovel. But this whole section of the island is now free of trees and easy to build on, and I've placed out some blocks where I think I want everything to go. This side over here is actually going to have the 9x9 for the mob farm, so this is going to be the bigger section of the build. And then I imagine this little middle section here as some kind of entryway. And this section over here is going to probably be storage for all the drops and XP and probably the enchanting too. But we are going to need a lot of tinted glass for this. So I think we'll go ahead and buy a fortune book from our librarian. Or we would if I had enough emeralds. Now we can afford one. Let's grind off Silk Touch. And then we'll go ahead and add our Fortune 3 book in our anvil. Now I've seen quite a few geodes down here. Oh, now that we have Fortune 3, we can grab this iron too. Yep, there it is. Oh wow, all the crystals are already grown too. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and fortune all of those up. I think we need like 10 stacks of glass, so this might take a while. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of the amethyst and probably all the calcite too, so that way the crystals have more room to grow. Okay, here's the other amethyst that I have already been to. And we'll go ahead and fortune all these as well. Oh wait, this one collided with the mine shaft. This is so cool. Wait. What? There's a chest too? This is so cool looking. Oh my gosh. All right, let's check the chest. Another mithril drill. Ooh, looting 3. That probably would have been helpful earlier. And now to collect some more amethyst shards. Oh, what is this? Oh, my inventory's full. 1 second. Goal reached. Shiny like the space dragon. Underwater expeditions. Raw aquarium. Aquarium ingots. That gives you natural aqua affinity, and there's also a tide singer upgrade. I don't know what that is though. I think I still need a couple extra stacks, so I'm gonna finish mining out this geode and probably just AFK here for a little bit, guys. All right, 8.5 stacks of tinted glass later. I think this hopefully should be enough. Luckily, we have 2 very close by in case we need to go get more. Next, we're gonna go ahead and grab some of our zinc and some copper. And you know what? We'll probably grab a little bit of coal too. And you know what? We're going to need some gold sheets too. And we're going to head over to Blocky's Island because he has a little create workshop that we can borrow. Oh, it's pretty dark over here. I should probably sleep. And then right past this field of flowers that is the iron farm, there is a brass making workshop. Oh, there's some in here. All right, let's go ahead and make some more to return to Blockdown what we already took. And then before we head back home, we can go over and use his press. I just don't really want to make a create workshop. I really don't want that on my side of the island. And now we get the riveting task of watching these press. And letting it finally do some of the last couple of ingots we need, which are brass. And I'm going to steal just a tiny bit of iron because I'm probably going to end up needing it. All right, let's go ahead and craft up a create wrench. And we're going to need to make some deployers which require electron tubes, so I'm going to need to go and find my quartz. Where did I put it? Good question. There we go. And with sand and paper, we can make sandpaper. Then we combine our quartz and our redstone to get rose quartz, which we can then sand down to get polished rose quartz with our sandpaper. And then we can craft up our tubes. I just realized that I don't have enough brass sheets to make everything that I'm going to need to make, so I'm going to have to unfortunately make a create workshop. Getting off on a little bit of a tangent this video, but I promise I'll make it quick. See, I told you guys I would make it quick, and it should be pressing. Yeah, there we go. Now let's go ahead and craft up our brass hands, and then we're gonna need some deployers, and then we'll pop these down, and we're gonna make some depots for underneath. And then the first one's gonna need a cogwheel, the second one needs a large cogwheel, and the third one needs an iron nugget. And now with our golden sheet placed down, we can go through the very long process of making a precision mechanism. But don't worry, after we get through these 3 initial steps together, I'm gonna speed it up for you guys because this is taking a long time. Okay, please don't break. Yes, there we go, our first precision mechanism. And while we're here, I'm just gonna make a couple more of these so that way I don't have to make them later. I'll be right back. The last thing we need is to strip down these logs and right-click our brass and get on them to make brass casing. Now we can finally make those rotation speed controllers. This is such a powerful tool, and if you're unfamiliar with it, it basically allows you to set the speed and the direction of the rotation. I almost forgot that we're also going to need a bunch of kelp for belts. And we'll get that smelting down in our furnaces. Now we can craft it up into belts. And I need just a little bit more andesite casing to craft up some more components that we're going to need for this farm. Definitely going to need some propellers. And I'm going to make these all into some encased fans, but I'm going to get the rest of this crafted and then I'll bring you back when we're ready to start setting up the farm. Alright gang, a short while later and I think we're finally ready to start putting in the XP farm. As you can see, I've added a floor where the mobs are going to fall down onto and then get pushed into this hole. And to push the mobs, we're actually going to be using these encased fans. To power all of these, I'm going to add some encased chain drives on the back and we're going to add an extra one to get the power routed up. Now I'm just going to dig out this small space down here for some water wheels. And let's go ahead and lay out all 8 of these. And then we'll start adding the water. And here's our last one. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's just block that off. We'll put down our controller and then we're going to get our power going up. In FreeCam, we can see that our fans are powered. They're not quite strong enough though, so let's go ahead and speed this up to like 90. Oh yeah, that's much, much better. But of course, I do want to just test it out really quick to make sure that it actually works. And thankfully, it looks like it's going to make it. Nice. And we can cover this up for now. I don't think we need to go back down there. I did forget something in the nether though, so let's sleep. Oh, what is this? And luckily, just up ahead, there's a patch of glowstone, which of course I'm going to vein mine all of it. And oh gosh, there's hoglins and I made them very, very mad. Go away. Just get out of here. And back at our island, let's grab my redstone, and then I want to craft up a couple of redstone lamps. And this is so we can have an on-off switch, so we're going to make a lever as well. Gonna need a bit more brass casing to make some redstone links. And with that made, we can make up 4 redstone links. We only need 3. And we're going to use those redstone links later, but right now I'm just digging out a little bit of an area that we can... I just broke a diamond shovel. I've broken an entire diamond shovel that I bought at the beginning of this episode already. Anyways, this is going to be the area where the mobs drop down and get killed. We'll go ahead and run a belt in here in the hole, and then they'll fall down to that deployer, and that's where they'll get killed. And we are going to have to get power to this belt, so let's go ahead and try to link up to our other power that we have over here. Should be pretty easy. And we'll put in a couple of shafts. I think it's just off. Yeah. All right, a couple of cogwheels should do it. Oh, that's spinning the wrong way. Okay, gearbox as it is. There we go. So if we're a mob, we're going to get pushed down into this, and then we will fall down onto this cobble, which will actually be the kill chamber. I'm going to build our kill chamber out of tinted glass. I guess you could use regular glass too, but I think the tinted looks cool. And of course, we'll need to get some power down here as well. And a short while later, it's sort of working, I think. I've got to figure out all the belts and stuff though, so I will be right back. All right, I'm kind of ashamed to admit this took me so long, but the items are going to travel along these belts, and then they're going to go upstairs into the building where there's going to be a chest right there. We're just going to need a couple of brass funnels and a list filter, and I'm going to make a sophisticated barrel, but I'm going to upgrade this barrel first to iron, then gold, and then diamond. And the diamond barrel's huge, but it also has a bunch of upgrade slots. And inside those upgrade slots, we're going to add some stack upgrades. I just need to grab a little bit of iron to make the second tier, so these will allow us to hold a lot more items in one slot. So only made 3 stack upgrades because we're going to actually make the 4th upgrade slot into a void upgrade, and this will allow us to automatically like get rid of all of the bows and armor and stuff. Now inside of the void upgrade, we're going to put everything that we don't want to get voided. So we're going to do some iron because I think zombies can drop iron by the deployers. And then we'll do carrots and they can drop potatoes as well, right? Okay, and then the barrel's going to be here. So let's go ahead and add our funnel onto the back. And now with all of our upgrades dropped in again, as you can see, I set up our void upgrades so that it'll allow our skeleton stuff and our XP. And I don't know if backpacks can drop, but I put those in here too. And with the collection system all handled, I think it's time to go ahead and put in our tinted glass. Okay, well, it's looking like a big tinted glass box, and I want to install the on-off switch, so I'm going to turn off the power really quick. Then I'm going to add the redstone link, set the code, and turn it to receiving mode. For now, I'm going to put the actual on and off switch here, and then flicking the lever actually turns the redstone lamps on and off. So when the lights are on, the farm will actually be off, and now we can put in our spawners. And then here in the center, I'm going to bring down some glass so that way I can attach the mob spawners to them and they don't get stuck on top. And then we'll go ahead and add our spawners. This part is really, really scary. I know that I don't have to be afraid, but I am a little bit afraid. Let's close up this hole really quick and then turn on the lever on the other side and let's hope that this works. Oh, we've already got some spawns. This is cool. All right, all right. They're going down onto the belt and then they should all be going into where the deployer is. Although it does appear that the skeletons are aggroing on the deployer, but there's some loot there. This is good. Yeah, the skeleton shooting at the deployer is getting the mobs stuck, so I'm gonna have to turn that setting off in the create config, but let's make sure that our barrel works, and already we have a bunch of stuff. This is good. I'm gonna go get that figured out, and I will be right back. Alright, it's the next day in real life and the skeletons are all fixed now, so our deployer is working perfectly, but Blockdown sent me a message that he actually got a mending villager. So let's grab our hat and go buy a couple of mending books. He didn't say how much they cost, but it looks like they're only one with the villager hat. That's amazing. I do want to go ahead and get a bunch of emeralds really quickly just because I want to buy a bunch of mending books so we don't have to worry about it later. And right after we enchant our gear later on, we can just put mending right on them. And now that we have all of these emeralds, let's go ahead and buy a bunch of mending books. I'm going to need at least 4 for my armor and then a couple more for tools. I'm probably might as well just buy as many as I can, right? I also have made a little tiny bit of an upgrade to our XP farm as I was able to use one of the creeper souls now that these skeletons don't get aggroed on the deployer anymore. When I tested this in creative, it kept blowing up my system, but now that we have the create config changed so that skeletons don't aggro on the deployer, we can have creepers go into the farm as well. The most exciting thing about having all of this stuff though is that we are getting a ton of nuggets of experience, and this is how we're going to repair our tools and get all of our XP from now on. And I'm just happy that it's all working. Oh gosh, the shrine again. All right, you big silly rock, what is it that you want this time? The shrine called forth a quest to start. Build an enchantment area with skill and art. In return, upgraded magical gain, a powerful item forged of the arcane. Let me get this straight. Does this shrine want us to build an enchantment area and an XP farm in the same episode? I mean, I already had a pretty hefty grind from this shrine this time. So I propose that we try to cheese this a little bit. So let's grab our books. We'll craft an enchanting table. And we'll craft up a bunch of bookshelves as well. And then we'll go ahead and slap this down into place and then we'll have an enchantment area for our task. Get the last few bookshelves in. And there we go, level 30 enchanting. Well, and after everything we went through to get those mob souls, I'm really glad that this was an easy task. All right, Mr. Shrine, I am back and I have built you an enchanting setup, so... Huh? What? No, I did it. Okay, I guess the shrine was taking with skill and art a little bit literally. So you really mean this, that I have to decorate it? I have to build something around it. All right. I literally cannot believe that I just tried to argue with a piece of rock. Well, I guess the first step to getting this all taken care of is going to be to put a floor in here. So I'm going to quickly do that really fast. And I think we're just going to do a spruce floor. And once we get this floor all placed in, I think I'm actually going to start working on the build around this. That way I know how much space that we're going to have to actually build up our enchantment area. Yeah, let me go get some materials and then we'll start building. All right, the bones of our structure are in, but as you can see from behind me, it still needs a lot of details. It's looking a little bit plain in a lot of places. And the first thing I want to tackle is this doorway because it looks a little bit awkward. And I think we can fix that with some copycat stairs and some daub with the all-around frame. And I think that looks a little bit better. And we'll repeat that back here as well. And I think that helps a lot. Next up, I want to go ahead and add some lanterns. Even though we have the effects of the mob torch here, I feel like for ambiance, we should still add some lighting, especially with the color lighting in these shaders. I also want to start dressing up our windows with some of these spruce flower boxes, and I actually love these. I used these a lot in the last series too. And then just like in the village last time, I do want to add some blue orchids to these flower boxes just for a little bit of a different kind of pop of color. Also, this macaw's mosaic glass is absolutely gorgeous. I love that it has like that mossy kind of flowery look. It looks amazing. Under the big window up here, we can put some azalea leaves. And then I think to bring some color here, I actually want to put some bricks instead of just the spruce. So we'll just pop on a mix of these mossy and regular brick ones. And I hope that that helps and makes it look a little bit more interesting. And actually, I think it does. I think that works. To separate the stone from the daub bits, I'm actually going to run some spruce slabs around this whole thing. Not there, but actually at the top of the stone part. And we've got to do that all the way around the build on all the sides. And then I think hanging a couple of lanterns here from the top will actually help with how dark it looks at night around here. I just want to add a little bit of leaves out here just to add a little bit of extra to the front because it is such a big and awkward build because you had to have the whole XP farm inside there. But let's go ahead and go inside and work on our enchantment area so we can finish up our task. And this room needs a lot of work. I think let's start in here with a ceiling. And then over here in this corner, we'll add some access with these ladders. And yeah, for now, I'm not going to put anything up here, although I will put a couple of lanterns just so there's some light in the windows. And I think we should add some light over here on the table, and we'll just add a slab there because who's even going to notice anyways? And then actually around the table, I want to change out some of this floor for some amethyst. I think the amethyst block will look really, really magical in here. And let's take a step back and see. I actually really love that. And we can add some of these clusters I accidentally mined up with my Silk Touch pickaxe earlier. Now I do have a couple of enchanted books I found, but they're not that great. So you can stack these up with the supplementaries mod, and then it looks so magical. I love that. Then for some shelving, I want to add these wooden wall racks. And we'll go ahead and we'll put a crystal on that one. And then maybe another one here on the floor. No build of mine is truly complete without some flower pots and some flowers scattered about. So let's go ahead and add those. And then I did get some green wool from our sheep so that I can make these green sofas. So I think we'll add a couple right here just for the on and off switch. So if you want to AFK, you can sit down. And then we'll add the other ones in here. So maybe like a 2 and a 2. Oops, I did not mean to sit. On second thought, that looks a little bit cluttered. So let's go ahead and try, maybe one there. And then another one, I guess right here, like a single. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So since last episode, I actually realized that if you put the logs in here, there's a lot more things that you can actually make. So let's go ahead and make these item shelves. Maybe we can add like a couple of enchanted books or something into these. Honestly, this sawmill, aka a woodcutter, is just like the best thing we've ever played with. It is so convenient just to make a bunch of decorations really, really fast. It's a little bit cluttered, but honestly, I really like that. And I think we should go see if this is good enough for the shrine now. All right, shrine, I'm back and I have built up your enchanting area and made it all pretty. So I hope that you're satisfied this time, because otherwise I don't really know what you want from me. All right, moment of truth. Oh, thankfully. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Whoa, the advanced enchanting infuser. This says choose, modify, and remove enchantments for your gear and repair your gear with levels. Is this like an OP enchanting table? If this is like a super powerful enchanting table, I think it's kind of cool that the shrine wanted me to prove that I can make a regular one first. You know, the more that I learn about this magical shrine, the more curious I get. Why is it even helping us? I guess the theories can wait though, because I have 61 levels and I really want to try this new enchanter. Oh wait, I don't have any lapis and we normally need lapis, so let me grab some. There we go, lots of lapis. We'll just take a bunch of this over there. And you know what? I did find some anvils in those campsites in the caves, so I'm gonna grab those too. Before we place down our infuser, I definitely want to add some curtains here because I forgot to add them earlier. And then let's put one anvil here. And then we do have another one, which I can just throw up there for now. All right, and let's go ahead and actually just enchant something regularly. Bane of Arthropods 5 and efficiency 4. That is kind of terrible. Let's remove the old enchanting table so I can go ahead and add the new one. And then I think you just add this the same way that you had the old one. It does look right. All right, so it looks like we can just edit the enchantments of already enchanted things as well. This is very interesting. Now, what is this little 6 over here? 6 enchantment levels to repair the durability fully? Okay, it did take 6 levels for me, and it does look like all of the durability is refilled. And I guess now we can just like take and remove enchantments by pressing the arrows? Let's do this one together. So let's go sharpness 5 and then knockback 2. And then we don't need spell power. Unbreaking 3, fire aspect 2, looting 3, spell haste we can remove because we don't even have a spell. Spell infinity, I don't need that. Spells are free to cast. I wonder if that means that it doesn't use any runes anymore, but let's add the sweeping edge 3 as well. So 14 XP levels. And there we go. It did take us down to 38, so that is 14. And now our claymore has all of those enchantments on it. Okay, this is kind of a game changer. I guess now we're going to go ahead and do our Silk Touch axe. So we'll go efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and Silk Touch. And there we can mend it up as well. And let me just do all my tools and my armor really quick. I was hoping to have a little montage here, but I actually just used all of my XP levels on those 3 things. So I guess it's a really good thing that I've had this farm on while I've been building this whole time. So let's go ahead and eat all of these XP nugget experience things. And then this gives us quite a few levels that we can use to enchant again. So I guess now we're back to doing our tools again. Oh, this is interesting. You can actually do your armor right from here. Okay. So unbreaking 3, protection 4, aqua affinity, respiration, multi-roll. Grants extra rolls. Well, I do love dinner rolls, so we'll go ahead and get that. And now to do the rest of it. We can mend our tools with the enchanter, but I do want to get mending slapped on everything since we do already have it. My other shovel doesn't have Silk Touch, so that way I can make mud, but I do want one that does have it. And then we'll go ahead and add mending to that one too, and let's name this one Silky Spoon. And we might as well repair these other 2 tools really quick with our levels. Now, I know you're thinking, Frog, this episode's getting really long, but I do want to actually take this to the next level as well with a spellbinding table. I completely forgot that we could probably enchant our staff, so let's go ahead and do that really quick. Alright, and that looks good. 36 levels gone. Oh, free energy. Challenge complete. Obtain spell infinity enchantment from the enchanting table. I don't have enough bookshelves to actually put around the spellbinding table, but if we buy a bunch now, then we can just go ahead and start placing our spellbinding table, and I think I'm going to do that upstairs. So I'm going to set this up how I saw it in the village, which was basically just like a regular enchanting table. Then we'll place the spellbinding table, and then we should be able to bind spells with this thing. And since I have an arcane wand, I want to look for one that has arcane spells. Holy Book, Rogue Handbook, Tome of the Arcane. That's what I'm looking for. So I think we can just click this. Oh, nice. And then we have a Tome of the Arcane, and then we need to upgrade our spells through here. So we need to get more levels. But luckily for us, levels are no problem. All right, and then we can put our Tome of the Arcane back in here, and then our Lapis, and I want to get this Arcane Beam spell. This says, channels a beam of energy dealing 1 to 1.5 arcane damage every second. Okay, and then it goes in the spellbook slot, and then now we have a number 2 on the bottom there. All right, I do want to test this out, but I'm not going to test it out on an Enderman that has a backpack, because that can be very good stuff. Hopefully it is. No, just some gold in the stasis enchantment. But here's a zombie, so let's hold down 2. Whoa, this is so cool. What? That was amazing. Okay, let's do that one more time to this creeper up here. Wow, all the pain and grief that I've felt from creepers over the years is just evaporating away under this beam of arcane energy, honestly. All right, my shrine tasks are done, the XP farm's done, the enchanting area is done, and we have all new equipment. Don't look at that, Enderman frogcrafting. I have just a couple things left I want to do in this episode, and one of those is to tackle the mud farm. But I did find a tutorial online that I'm going to follow, and I'm going to link that in the description. So I think I'm going to do just a quick time lapse, and when we're done, we'll have a bunch of mud to make a pathway with. Alrighty everyone, I'm back and the mud farm is all finished. It's all working, and if you guys want to check it out, like I said, I'll link it in the description. I tried to keep this building as compact as possible to not stand out too much, and as you can see, it's very, very small. So once again, a huge shout out to Tyra Lore for making such a compact design. Now on the inside, it's a little bit cramped, I won't lie. This chest is our input chest for dirt, and then this one over here on top of the hopper is the one for wheat. And then right here we make the mud because we've got the mechanical pump pulling in water. And then over here it gets mixed into packed mud, which gets split up, and then some of it gets packed down into bricks and the other ones just go right in through here. So it does like half and half. Now eventually this entire place will be completely packed mud and mud bricks and coarse dirt, but I want to go ahead and grab a bunch so we can just make a simple pathway. This is also a big reason why I wanted an extra shovel that didn't have silk touch on it, so I could still get dirt for the farm. Even though this eventually will all be mud, I still think it's going to be nice to have a pathway until we're ready to switch it all the way out. And I consider our main block to be our packed mud, but I do like to do little like spots of all of the different coarse dirt and the mud bricks as well. And I think this side needs to be thickened up just a tiny bit. And now we can just focus on filling in the entire pathway. Almost completely done here, and I think just some mud bricks here at the end, and that is looking good. Then I want to add some leaves here and a couple of extra decorative bits as well before we get to the very last thing we're going to do today. And that last thing is to add an XP shower over here on the side. We're going to be using these fluid tanks from the Create mod, and we're just going to put it 2x2, 3 high, I think. And then this mechanical pump will actually be our shower. And that's going to get powered by this cogwheel eventually, but I do need to go quickly make some more XP tanks, so give me one moment. All right, back with more XP tanks, so let's go ahead and pop those in, and then we're going to go ahead and grab our clutch. And then we're going to go ahead and put this on this cogwheel because this is going to turn on and off the XP shower. So then we're going to go ahead and put a lever next to that. And this lever is going to turn the redstone on and off, as you can see from the light on the clutch. Now to get some power into that, we're going to do a vertical gearbox, which means we're going to have to dig down into here and we're going to cover this up with some dirt because we don't need that hole right there. And then down here, we're going to dig out the space for a water wheel. I know, I always do water wheels, but it's the only thing I understand. So be nice to me, okay? Now with that spinning, we're going to go ahead and connect our shafts up to the top. And now when we turn that on, yep, that is working. But to store our XP, we're actually going to go ahead and put in this disenchanter. And I think if we put it right here, then we can actually see our XP drain. But we're also going to need to pump that into the actual fluid tank. So let's go ahead and get some space around here really quick. Let's get some fluid pipes connected into the bottom of the disenchanter. And then if we put our mechanical pump right here, we can actually power that with a cogwheel. But first, let's get it all connected. And then, yeah, just getting a cog right here should do the trick. And there we go. It is powered. Perfect. It might be a little bit slow, but we should see liquid XP start to fill the tank. And it looks like it's finally going in there. Nice. And now if we want to access the stored XP, we can just turn the lever on and then we get an XP shower, which is just so silly and whimsical. I absolutely love it. Now the other sides of this build are really, really plain, and I'm going to leave them that way on purpose because I don't know what other buildings will eventually be here and I don't want to like decorate a bunch, but this side is definitely not going to have anything on it. So I think adding a couple of these pipes will look really, really cool. All right, and how are we feeling about that? Oh wait, I actually love that. I feel like it adds so much to this side. It also doesn't stand out too much from this angle, but it still looks really interesting over there. Honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with this because it's just so silly. Like, we'll never actually really need this, but it's just kind of fun at the same time. I don't know. In the last episode, we made a super powerful automated XP farm and received a very OP enchanting table from the shrine. And in between episodes, I did a bunch of small things around the base, like upgrading my backpack, expanding our villagers, and even upgrading our storage. Alongside all this extra space, our backpack came with 2 extra upgrade slots. And I actually think I want to craft the feeding upgrade because this is going to automatically feed us from our backpack and I won't have to worry about eating anymore. Just need to craft up a glistering melon and a golden carrot. And luckily for us, we had a upgrade template and an ender pearl. So there we go, our feeding upgrade. And once it's in our backpack, we can actually set a filter so that it'll only eat what we set it to allow to eat. So let's go ahead and set this like pumpkin pie and this bread. And now that those are in our backpack, it'll eat those instead of like eating our enchanted golden apple. Yeah, and I guess we can set this steak too. At this point, I only want to keep important stuff in my backpack and only use it for storage if I absolutely have to. I want to keep everything in shulker boxes. That way I can keep my backpack a little bit more organized. And with that done, let's head over to the village so I can show you guys what else I worked on. I don't know how many emeralds we're going to end up needing in the future, but having a bunch of villagers that trade melons and pumpkins is definitely a good way to get emeralds. And yeah, I've added a bunch of decoration into this area. I added some botany pots so they're growing melons and pumpkins. And most of the villagers are already maxed out and they mostly all have melons and pumpkins, I think. Some had to be, of course, relocated to somewhere else. Well, I guess that leads us to what we're going to be doing today. And I think today I want to get into the vinery mod and build a vineyard. I have been buying some of the Wandering Trader grapes. What is that?
To Froggy. Enjoy.
Oh, this is amazing. A gift from Blockdown. All right. Whoa. Hallowed pickaxe? This is really cool. Whoa, the Sacred Alloy achievement. Craft a hallowed pickaxe from hallowed ingots, which is forged from a bunch of stuff that I don't know how to say. Wow, thanks so much, Blockdown. Well, I guess I'm gonna go enchant these tools really quickly, so you guys have already seen that. I'll be right back. I'm just adding some mending to everything, and just in case you guys were curious, I ended up going with Fortune for our new hallowed pickaxe. That way it could be a little bit more special. Anyways, like I was saying before I got distracted, I actually have been collecting up a bunch of the grapes from the vinery mod. There are two different kinds from the jungle, savanna, the regular plains, and then the taiga as well. So let's go ahead and organize these. Okay, it does look like we're only missing the white taiga grapes. We have one of each of the rest of them. And while adventuring before, I have found a taiga. Is that Blockdown's boat? Oh, I guess he must have logged out after he gave me my gift. What is that? Why is the turtle stack 5,000 turtles high? What is that? I guess our trip won't be lonely. In any case though, let's head on over to the taiga. What are those big bushy things right there? I don't think that's a grape. It's a hop seed. Okay. It's probably for some beer brewing? All right, let's be on the lookout for some grapes. I did find some lettuce, but I haven't found actually any grape seeds yet. Lots of berries, lots of flowers, lots of hop seeds though. Okay, and it does look like there's a lush cave around here somewhere. That'll be nice to know in case we need more clay. Oh, is that it? No, I don't think so. I think that's actually a sweet berry bush that's not fully grown in. Yep. There is so much delicious coarse dirt here, but I have to focus on the task at hand. I can't start just randomly pulling up all the ground. Ooh, just up ahead, there's something different. I don't know if that's a grape, though. No, that is an oat. I didn't even know we could have oats. That's like wheat? I'll have to figure out how to get some of that. Oh, right up here, there's a chest. Lots of goodies in here to take. I guess I'll take the leather and the bread. I mean, we can always add all of this into our backpack, right? Oh, there's a new kind of plant. What is that? Oh, okay. I think that's the red taiga grapes. All right. So the grapes are possible. Is this also going to be red? Yes. It's almost nighttime, so I should probably sleep soon once I get to the top of this thing. Just swim up this little kind of waterfall going on here. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a snooze before the mob starts spawning. Oh, right up there, there's a lantern. Is that a village? Doesn't look like it. 500 blocks, 1,000 blocks. This must be a sign. Follow me to find a village. Oh, these point to villages. That's cool. You know, I have been searching now for like the better part of about 20 minutes. I don't see these berries anywhere. Oh, there's a new wolf. Oh my gosh, we gotta take him home. Hello, I don't have any bones with me. Wait. Wait, is that it? And you're looking right at that. Oh my gosh. There we go. White taiga grape seeds. I don't have any leads or any bones, but I'm going to pick you up and I'm going to take you home with me. I cannot believe how lucky that was. We found a new wolf variant and we found the grapes that we needed. This is incredible. I'm going to walk this guy back to the boat and then we'll sail home. So see you guys in a minute. Oh man, it is so good to see the gatehouse. Let's go ahead and get this doggy downstairs so I can tame him with some bones. All right, buddy, here you go. And you know what? Let me know if you guys have any name suggestions for this doggo in the comments. Now, with that whole adventure to the taiga out of the way, I think we should probably get a start on our vineyard. And like I mentioned in the last episode, behind the mud farm over here, I think this is where I want to add it. Now we are going to have to chop a bunch of these trees and of course also do a little bit of terraforming because it's a little bit uneven up here. Wait, there are grape seeds right here. I didn't even know. Honestly, I think that seals the deal for me. This is definitely meant to be a vineyard up here. So I guess let's go ahead and get into a time lapse. All right, next up, we're gonna have to grab a bunch of logs, and that's so that we can turn them into these grapevine stems. I suppose we should grab all of our grape seeds as well so we can plant them over in the new area for the winery. I've never used this mod before though, so I'm just gonna see how this works. So you can plant down all of these stems into the ground, and then we can plant our seeds. Well, okay, we gotta look a little bit higher, but then we can plant the seeds up a little bit. So I guess now we're just going to go ahead and plant all of the different seeds that we have and try to get a bunch of grapes growing. Okay, the only seeds I have left are these jungle seeds, but it doesn't appear that they go on the grapevine stems. So I'm assuming that these ones must go on the lattice. Let's go ahead and try. Yep, okay, these ones go on the lattice. That's kind of cool. I definitely didn't have enough grapes to fill out this entire thing, but I'm gonna sit here and AFK for a little bit and try to get a bunch of grapes to fill them all out. So I'll bring you back in a moment. All right, it's been a while and I've collected a bunch of grapes. Okay, maybe it's not that many grapes, but it's still quite a bit. As you can see from right here, all of the grape stems are actually filled in now. And I've been putting all of the extras and some cherries and apples and stuff that I've been growing in this shulker. I do think that the apple tree and the cherry trees are just temporary, as I'm not sure exactly where I want to put them yet. And we can always buy apples from our villagers. But at this point, I think it's time that we start talking about where we're going to lay out some buildings. Now this area over here, I think I'm going to make into a stable, and then back over here by the apple tree kind of, I think the whole winery is going to go. And then here to the left, I think I want to do like a grape pressing building over there with all of the grape smashing pots. I've got some wool in my inventory, so I'm going to go away for a moment and try to plot out some of these buildings, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, all back, and yeah, it ended up working out exactly like I thought it was going to. So this area over here on the right, this is going to be a stable for all of the wine mules we've been collecting. And then this building is going to be our main building. I feel like this building is going to have like a bar and maybe our wine cellar down below it. This will be our little entryway, and then through here will be the bar. And then we are going to have a tower on this one, and I think I'm going to have ladder access to the second floor in this building. And this pink wool over here, this is actually going to be our grape crushing building, and I'm going to have to remove, of course, this like mossy stone brick with all the lattice on it. So this will be like our little entryway, and then in here we'll have our different pots to crush down our grapes and probably some storage and stuff. And with our plans drawn, I think the last thing we need to talk about is that I want to introduce a new color into the build palette. Truthfully, I think that some warm yellow terracotta could be the perfect addition to this palette that we have going on and not look too out of place. So Blockdown actually gave me the coordinates to a Badlands, and I think I'm gonna go head to sleep and then head out in the morning for a fresh journey. And since we've already been on a journey this episode, I'll just meet you there, and if anything interesting happens, I'll bring you back. In the morning, me and my turtle friends set out on a wonderful new adventure. We even boated past a mushroom island that I didn't even know existed. Eventually, I stopped and saw this extremely interesting looking dark oak forest village. And of course, the loot goblin inside me had to loot. Honestly, besides taking their bookshelves and some bread, there wasn't much here until I went into one of these church structures, which had a Karmot staff smithing template. This seemed to be super important, and since Blockdown was doing stuff with mythic metals, I decided to grab it and take it to him. After some time, I finally reached the coordinate that Blockdown gave me, and I decided to vein mine up a bunch of the terracotta that I could find, not only yellow, but also regular in case I wanted to make any other colors as well. And after gathering up a bunch of stacks of it, I decided that it was probably time to head home. And when I got there, I dropped off all of my mythic metal stuff to Blockdown. Back on my island, I headed down into the caves and collected a bunch of stone and andesite for the vineyard builds. I crafted up some more daub, and then I headed out into the courtyard area to collect some dark cherry leaves from the vinery mod trees. And when that was finished, I went to the XP shower to heal up all of my tools. And with our tools mended and all of our materials gathered, I think it's time that we actually start building up our winery. So let's cue the time lapse. Okay, we still need a couple of details in here. So to complete this building, we're going to put in some of these windows from the Macaw's Windows mod, and these actually open up. If you right click them with an empty hand, you actually can open the windows and they look so good. That's actually so homey and cozy. I love it. And then I think out here, I'm going to do a couple of these blue orchids just for some color. And then with our sawmill, I'm going to make a bunch of spruce fences. And I made these adorable covered lanterns, and you can actually turn these into wall lanterns. So I think we'll craft up a bunch of these and let's hang some on the wall. Not quite like that. Let's actually fix that. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello, frogcrafting. There we go. That is so cute. But like I mentioned earlier, the primary purpose of this building is going to be crushing grapes. And before we start crushing our grapes, there's something else I want to do. The vinery mod itself has a winemaking outfit, so you can get a straw hat and an apron and some gloves and boots and stuff, and it's super cute. And all of this looks pretty doable, except for the rabbit hide. It sounds like we're gonna have to go on another adventure for this episode, which I really was not prepared for, honestly. But before we go, let's go ahead and dye some of our sheep blue so we can get some of the blue wool we're gonna need for the jeans. And you know what? We need some red and some white too, so we'll just get a bunch of this. Now that we're in the boat, I think we'll go to the flower forest first because I think that's where rabbits can spawn. At least that's where I've seen them before. Well, and at this point, I spent the next couple of hours looking around all these different biomes for some rabbits. And to make a very long story short, I didn't find any in the flower forest. I did end up taking a couple of beehives, and this one was full of bees. And I even walked around for a while with my debug hitboxes shown so that I could probably see bunnies easier, but I had no luck. I did end up hearing a mob with a backpack, so of course I dug into a skeleton spawner, and then I killed a bunch of the skeletons and got the backpack from the backpack mob. And then I headed out onto the high seas again because actually on the Minecraft wiki, I found out that bunnies can spawn in regular forests too, so I wanted to check out another one that I had nearby. But of course I had no luck once again, but I did hear another backpack mob in a cave, so I dug straight down and then I killed the skeleton. The loot in the backpack wasn't that great, but we got another jukebox upgrade, and then of course I grabbed a horse and brought him onto the boat where I sailed off in search of a meadow because I've also seen bunnies in meadows before. The meadow trip, as expected, did not go that well. There were no bunnies and no mobs whatsoever there. Eventually, I stumbled upon the structure that Blockdown and I had visited in the previous episode with all of the spiders, and this happened to be in a snowy biome, so of course I thought maybe there'll be some bunnies here. And luckily for me, there was. I always hate the noises when you kill bunnies, but with my task completed, I returned home. And oh my gosh, guys, I really hope I don't have to go adventuring anytime soon again because it was already enough to get this horse home and everything else. And wait, is the horse riding me in the water? What is going on? What the heck? This is absolutely incredible. Anyways, now that we're back home, we can go ahead and get some more brown wool because I forgot to get this before we left. And now with everything acquired that we're going to need, let's craft our straw hat. And then I think that the apron is just like a chest plate, but out of red wool. Yep, there we go. I can never remember the order for the pants, but there's the pants with some leather. And then of course the boots. And now that we have this outfit, we can go ahead and smash our grapes. But before we do that, this outfit actually has a set bonus. And the effect of it when you're wearing every piece of the outfit is that, well, you don't use bone meal. So as you can see, the bone meal in my hand is not going down, but the durability of the armor is going down. I mean, we basically have unlimited bone meal after last episode anyway, so that's not really a big thing. But in the early game, that might be nice for people if you didn't know that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our grapevine pots set down. And let's fill those with some red grapes. And then I guess we have to go ahead and jump on these to crush the grapes, which is kind of gross if you think about it. Then let's go ahead and make some glass bottles, and we'll turn those into wine bottles. And then we can collect our juice. And yep, there we go. We got some red grape juice, and it looks like each one gives us 2. Wow, and even from this one type out of the 8 types, there's so many recipes. Before we get too in depth with all of those recipes though, let's put down some aging barrels so we can make a simple one. And the first one we're going to make is actually cherry wine. So we're going to use our red grape juice and some cherries, and we'll add in some wine bottles in here. We'll just put the 2. I don't know if it'll do both of these, but it does look like it's going to take a while here. So I guess we'll just wait for that to be done. And while we wait, let's go ahead and work on the next building, our little stable. All right, our stable is kind of built up. We do need to add a couple of things to it, but right now I'm pretty happy with where it's at. I definitely want to get some lighting in here and change out the floor, but I'm going to do that later, I think. For now, let's go check on our wine. It looks like it only did the one wine, so I guess you have to do these one at a time. Let's go ahead and give this a taste test, though. And guess it just tastes like Regeneration 2 for 40 seconds. Well, now we have something more to work towards, and of course the shrine wants us now. You know, just when I was getting into something too. All right, you mystical hunk of rock, what is it that you want from me this time? At the shrine of ancient lore, a dragon's head it does implore. Bring it forth and you shall see magic's gift bestowed on thee. I'm gonna have to go to an end city to get a dragon head. Are you kidding me? While I don't necessarily want to go to the end right now, I think it would probably be a good idea to go into the nether and get all the ender pearls and blaze rods and stuff that we're gonna need, so let's go. And honestly, I really don't want to be here any longer than we are required to be because the modded nether is so scary to me. Lucky for me though, there's a blaze spawner right nearby. And while I'm here, I'm also gonna grab some quartz because you never know when you're gonna need a bunch of quartz. What was that? Ruby ore. Whoa, okay, it looks like you can use this to make a bunch of different stuff. I guess I'll hang on to this for now. Oh, there's one of those things again. I wonder if I can kill it. Oh my god! Okay, they explode. And what is that little pretty ore that we found? Magical metals, raw stormix. I don't know what that is. Oh, there's more. Oh, I've seen this stuff before. I think this is cinnamonite? I don't know. Alright, now just to find some endermen. What the heck is that? Oh, ew, it's like a wither skeleton snake. Oh my god, ew, there's another one. I really don't like it here. I just need a couple of endermen. Probably a stack of pearls would do me more than well. But the majority of the time, all I'm finding is these wither skeleton snakes. Stop taking up the mob cap. I need endermen. Ooh, what is that ore? Gold. Raw Midas gold. This nether trip is just taking forever. There's so few endermen. I'm actually getting, ooh, cinnamon stuff once again. Can we just get a couple more endermen? Okay, there's two right there. And of course there's a piglin and there's one of those snakes as well. Oh my gosh, this place is awful. All right, let's kill this last guy and then we can get out of here. Die. Oh, a wither skeleton skull. Well, I guess that answers my question of whether or not those things can drop wither skeleton skulls. Might be a good way to farm them since there's so many spawning over here. Here's that piglin structure, and there's a piglin with a backpack, so I need to go get that. Just a little bit scared, so I'm gonna just slowly bridge over and hope they don't kill me. And here he is. Give me your backpack, sir. I would very much like that. Oh, are you stuck in a hole? All right, all right, all right. Gotcha. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, there it is. Thankfully, it's all right. And what do we have in it? Oh wow, actually a lot of good stuff. Holy. I'm gonna wait to search the rest of that though for Blockdown because I don't want to deal with piglin brutes on my own. And now that we're out of the nether and we have all the stuff for our task, let's go back and focus on our winery for a little bit. I'm just not really in the mood to go to the end right now, so I do want to smelt up our Midas gold though. And with these ingots we can actually make a crown. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. But with our crown crafted, let's go ahead and focus on getting our winery built. The bones of our structure are in, so it's decorating time. And just like always, we're gonna start with the floor. For the floor, I've chosen these floorboards from the Candlelight Dinner mod, and I think they give off the right vibe. And it's cheaper than just using planks, actually. They sort of look to me, at least, like a middle ground between oak and spruce. Like oak and spruce had a baby, and this was the result. Time to put some windows in. I love so much that these open, and oh my gosh, look at that view. For now, I have these covered wall lanterns. We'll just put these in here for some temporary lighting. And we'll go ahead and get a door over here in this little tower bit. This is one of the Macaw's barn doors. And I want to get a bunch of these bar counters so we can actually make our own bar for people to sit at in the vineyard. And per usual, we'll cap that off with a trapdoor, at least for now. We'll definitely need to get some cabinets back here. Wait, I need this cobblestone sink. This is going to be so cute. All right, so can we turn it on? Oh, we can. Okay, awesome. Then since this is for a vineyard, we're going to go ahead and add a bunch of these little wine bottle storages. And I absolutely love these lamps from Candlelit Dinner. They're so cute. Maybe get some more tables made. And of course, we'll go ahead and put down some more tables with some lights on them in all of these areas. We'll have a few tables over here for seating for guests from the winery bar. But there's still a lot of this place left to decorate. And yeah, I'm probably going to do the rest off camera and bring you guys back in a minute. Okay, one last thing before we see the vineyard. I actually think we're going to need another magnum torch because that area over there is not protected at all by our first one. And now that we have all these extra materials laying around, they're pretty easy to craft. And I think I'm just going to stick it right over here. And if we need to make more, we can always craft more. Now, as far as the actual vineyard goes, we're getting pretty close to being done. I did add some details out here, like some water spouts for water for the eventual mules that'll be in here. And of course, I've decorated a little bit inside and outside, so we do have some seating area outside now. Of course, it does need a little bit of extra work, but we're getting there. The bottom floor I turned into a bar. Of course, I don't have any wine to put in there yet because we haven't made our wine cellar yet, but this is eventually where you can sit to have a drink or sit with some friends. And going up the ladder brings you to the second floor, which opens up into an office for me. This is going to be like my head of operations for the vineyard. I even invested in making this typewriter, which I thought was really, really cool. And I think it would be cool if eventually when we're fully done and ready for someone to come visit, if we write them a letter here. I actually think the next thing I'm going to work on is getting the wine cellar ready so we can actually start aging and storing a bunch of different wines. So let's go ahead and start digging out this area underneath the bar here. I'll be right back. Before we head down into the wine cellar, I did end up adding our jungle grapes out here onto the sides of our grape crushing building. I just feel like they look really, really good here. I do still want to change up how all of the grapevine stem things are out here growing all of the other grapes, but eventually I think I'll get around to that. Now inside we can go behind the bar, and I actually changed out the trapdoor for the saloon door, but if we go down the ladder here, we'll be down in our wine cellar. And honestly, I'm kind of obsessed with how cluttered and adorable this is, and we can store our wine down here, which I'm really excited about. We're gonna need to make a bunch of juice of all the different kinds of grapes and stuff. Oh, and I also realized that we didn't have an apple press, so I crafted up one of those because we're gonna need that for apple wine as well. I think we can just chuck this down and then we get to just put apples inside of it and they automatically crush without us doing anything. And just like that, we have some apple mash, which we can use later to make apple juice when we need to brew up some different kind of wines. But to brew the rest of our wine, we're going to need to crush a bunch of apples to get a bunch of different kinds of juice from all the different kinds of grapes that we've been collecting. So I guess I'll be here doing that for just a little bit. All right, a short while later, and I've got a bunch of different juices from all the different grapes, and we've got a bunch of different other materials as well to make up some of this wine. Now, some things we won't be able to make, like the chorus wine, because we haven't been to the end yet. But this magnetic wine only requires some white juice and some iron, so that should be doable. So we'll plop in our juice and our iron, and then go ahead and add a wine bottle as well, and that should just slowly age down, and now we can go ahead and try to make some more. This Noir wine actually gives instant health, and that might be kind of useful in the coming times against the dragon and whatever other tasks the shrine might have for us. Because yes, I have not forgotten about that task, but I do want to get a bunch of wine brewed up before we go to the end so we can share with Blockdown. And I have one other task I want to do as well. And that's actually going to be to put down a piece of paper here at the typewriter, sit down, and type a friend of mine a letter, because I really want them to come visit us on Fantasy Island. My dearest friend, Fantasy Island is everything I could have dreamed it would be. But one thing that I'm missing here is your jokes and smile. If you find some time, would you like to come for a visit? The most gracious of hosts, Lady Frogcrafting. Let's go ahead and get this letter sealed up and sent off. And let's just hope that our friend decides to come and visit us. And I guess while we're waiting, we can go see if Blockdown might want to accompany me to the end. Blocky?
Huh? I didn't take anything.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. You're right.
I was just going to the end and I wanted to stop by and see if you wanted to go with me.
The end?
Yeah.
Fight the dragon?
Yeah, I need to get a dragon head for my shrine task.
Oh, well, I don't really have a bow, so I'm not really going to be that useful.
Oh, well, I've got you covered, friend. I bought this bow from my villagers, a composite longbow, and it looks so cool.
Oh, that means I have to go. Okay, I mean, can I enchant this thing before we leave?
Yeah, I also brought you some wine that I made.
Double jump and instant health. Very nice.
Wait, can you try the double jump? I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Oh, it tastes a bit weird.
Oh.
Whoa! Yo! Oh, this is so cool.
Can we take your boat? Because my boat has a lot of turtles in it.
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask.
I thought it was you.
No, that's definitely not me. Oh, wait, before we go, you got a crafting table in this place?
No?
What sort of establishment is this?
I have a crafting table in my backpack.
Okay, well, good for you. I actually brought some stuff to make us some sandwiches.
Thank you so much for the sandwiches. Want to throw the eye?
Okay, you throw it then.
You know, you were able to make sandwiches. Were you able to make those chicken nuggets I asked for?
Wait, can you actually make them?
You can make chicken Alfredo.
You can make chicken sandwiches.
There's fried chicken.
You want chicken sandwiches? You want chicken sandwiches? Chicken sandwiches?
I do like chicken sandwiches.
Chicken sandwiches? I'm making chicken sandwiches.
Time to throw another eye.
Over this way. See ya.
You're hitting me! If I could reach you.
Hey, look, we'll end up like that shipwreck if you carry on like that.
Do, 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 do. You know, I was just thinking maybe there was like a chicken nugget store like right in through here.
You know what? I'm going to throw another eye.
Oh, there's free course dirt here.
Hey, stick to the task at hand.
Wait, but this is important.
Oh, well, I certainly hope we don't need a boat because we're swimming otherwise.
Oh, it's back.
Oh, back this way. Right, I don't need to alarm you, but I think it's right here.
How do you know? Oh, I think it went down. I think it went down.
Wait, I was right.
How did you know that?
I don't know.
You're smart.
Just guessed. Okay, dig down. See ya.
Wait.
We'll be
Ow.
fine. We'll be fine.
Blockdown.
Everything's fine.
Blockdown, I don't know if this is very safe.
Yeah, it's fine. Trust me.
Oh, campsite. Yes.
It's mine. Stay
It's
back.
mine. No, what is it?
Yeah!
What was it?
Plastic drinking hat.
Look, right there.
Where? Oh, yes! I don't like this stronghold. This is the most pointless door I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, wait. Maybe it's this way. Did you see any more strongholds?
Watch out, skeleton!
Oh! I found it!
Yo, break that.
Yeah, break it. I have just enough eyes. You ready, buddy?
Let's go.
All right, here goes nothing.
Ugh.
Whoa! Oh my god, it's
Oh, yo.
beautiful!
Wait, this one has a backpack too.
Get him!
Oh, I hit so many. He's freaking out, dude. He's freaking out!
Did you get anything good in it?
I got a spear, a cloud bottle.
Double jump!
Yo! Oh, this is so good.
This is the best day ever.
Okay, I'm ready to slay.
Because I get to be with my best friend.
Yes, I hit one. Come here, dragon. Your stinking breath absolutely stinks.
Yeah, it smells a little bit like Blockdown over here.
Whoa!
It smells a little bit like fish.
We're getting there. I mean,
Oh man, you know what I love to have during this fight? A chicken's— Ow!
I'm right in front of my bow.
I was trying to talk to you. I didn't know you'd shoot me for wanting to talk to you.
Come on, you stupid dragon. No one wants you here.
I like her. I wish that we could be her friend.
Yeah, well, you can't. Oh, That's fine.
No! She's so low!
She just flew off straight away. You're kidding me.
Yes!
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 You still have to help me kill the dragon.
I have to get a dragon head.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll help you if you help me afterwards.
Okay. With what?
I want to kill a wither.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll help.
Oh, okay. Right, let's go then.
Wait, what was that?
I have no idea. Netherite Claymore?
Wait.
Yo!
Where did you get that?
Sunflare Signet.
6% attack speed and damage and 10% roll recharge. What is a roll recharge?
This.
Whoa!
Whoa!
What was that? How do you do that?
Just dodge roll, you know? You don't know about dodge roll?
Oh, is that thing next to the hotbar?
Yeah.
I've been wondering what that is. Oh my gosh.
Wait, your roll is so long. Oh, wait. No.
Oh!
What?
There's a jellyfish!
Wait, I thought this was going to be boring.
Blockdown, where are we? So guys, to make a very long story short, Blockdown and I explored the end and we found so many new cool biomes from the Better End mod. But we were looking around for a couple hours for an end city and really had a lot of trouble finding one. Eventually we did end up finding one and we went up the tower slowly hoping that it would actually have a ship, which luckily it did. We went ahead and killed the shulkers and Blockdown went down to take care of the shulker below while I grabbed the dragon head. And then of course he shared some of the treasure with me. He took some of it for himself though. Well, I'm gonna take this, thanks.
Does this mean we can leave now?
Yes.
Well, you want to know what the best part is?
What?
We get to hand in your task and then go kill a wither.
Yeah. Do you already have the heads?
Nope.
Great. Shrine? Take that dragon head.
It's time to shrine.
Whoa!
Yo, you did it!
Go! All right, let's see. What are we gonna get this time? Whoa! What is that?
Crystallite Elytra.
And a crystal arcane staff. This does way more spell power than my staff. All right, so I guess there's one for me and one for you?
Yes!
Blockdown, wait, look at how this looks.
Yo, we are swagged out right now.
We are so cool. Oh my goodness. With these elytra now, I went over to my island to grab some gunpowder and Blockdown went over to his island to grab some paper. I crafted up a bunch of rockets while he just watched me. And then we both enchanted our elytras. And we took our first real flight over to the nether portal. I brought Blockdown over to that wither skeleton biome with all the wither skeleton snakes, and I immediately from both of my first kills got wither skeleton skulls, which was actually pretty lucky. That's never happened to me before. And we visited the bastion.
There's a chest down there.
Oh!
Wait, there's a template. There's a template!
Blockdown ended up needing a template for a crafting recipe, but he wouldn't tell me what it was for. Further exploration of the structure gave me my own templates and a bunch of other amazing loot. And when we were back home, we headed down into Blockdown's mine, down into the deep slate levels where he could eventually build a wither tunnel. And because we were so powerful and OP, the fight was over in like 20 seconds, not even joking. And I stole Blockdown's diamonds. Well, Blockdown, I have to sit. Wait. You're gonna really just leave me here?
Oh yeah, you have to jump, don't you?
Yes! Oh,
Yo!
that was sick. Do it. Oh, well.
Oh, you see that? There's a trapdoor! Oh, that was so cool.
That was actually so sick. Well, okay. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I had a lot of fun with you.
Yeah, well, wish I could say the same. Okay, see ya, bye!
Wait, Blockdown. You forgot your boat at the Dark Oak Forest.
Oh.
Well, that was pretty fun, and we got an elytra. I'm actually obsessed with how this elytra looks as well. Plus, I just went over and enchanted our new arcane staff. But actually, next up on my to-do list is going to be trading with a bunch of these villagers for a bunch of emeralds so that I can buy a bunch of bricks. Well, bricks and a couple of lanterns as well. And that's because we need to finish up this project before our guest gets here. I know we've been building a lot with brick for the roofs of our kingdom, but I actually want to use brick as a, well, you'll see. I guess in my mind, I've always kind of seen these areas of the kingdom a little bit differently. Like this will be the plaza courtyard area, and then there'll be a raised area over there and a raised area over here. And you probably guessed it, but we're going to be building up a little bit of a retaining wall. I'm not exactly sure where I want it to start. Maybe here? Guess if we don't like it, we can always remove it later, but let's try this out. And I'm actually a little bit nervous because I don't want this to be too much brick for the kingdom, but I don't know if it necessarily will be or not. And I've got a basic shape here. I'm going to go ahead and fill this in with some dirt, and then we'll kick it into a time lapse to finish up the wall. I actually did a lot more work than I anticipated, but I want to quickly go ahead and get all this path replaced because I'm not ready 100% to change out this entire area yet. I just want to get the pathway done before our guest gets here. And of course, we're using the same blocks that we had before, which is our mud bricks, our packed mud, and our coarse dirt. Like I said before, I'm probably going to change this all out eventually, but for right now, I just want a little bit of a pathway connecting up the different regions of the base. I don't 1000% know what I'm going to do back here, but roping it off is probably better than leaving it open. And of course, we'll also get this pathway up here taken care of going towards the winery. We'll make sure that we finish up this mule pen here really quickly. And a little bit of a touch of grass never hurt anyone. And then we can finally move all of these wine mules that I stole from the Wandering Winemaker a long time ago. And honestly, these are the 4 that I've been keeping track of, but I think there's more on the island somewhere. Come on, you cuties, let's go up the stairs. Quickly, let's go. It might not be like a 5-star resort, but I mean, it's better than sitting out there in the gatehouse chained to it, right? I actually think the one thing this area is missing altogether would be all of these rose bushes because it just needs some flowers. I don't know. And rose bushes are definitely like my favorites. Now, flying away quick, let's go ahead and sleep, and then I want to take a look at how it looks from further away. Sometimes that helps me see it in a new perspective, you know? And wow, that actually looks so good. I kind of love it. It looks so peaceful and magical with this morning sunshine. Walking through these fields of grapes is actually so cool as well. I really love this. Honestly, big shout out to the maker of this Let's Do mod because this is probably one of my favorite mods that I've tried this year. Also, in between clips, I've been quite busy stocking up the winery and the bar area. So I hope our guest is up for a wine tasting because I've got a lot of varieties here ready for them. And if we need any extras, they're all down here in the basement of the vineyard in our wine cellar. At this point, I have pretty much nothing left to do in this episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and live stream and then I'll bring you guys back once our guest is here. Well, okay, no sign of our guest yet, but I do want to show you guys what we ended up accomplishing over on the live stream. We went mining for some resources, but then of course we planted behind all of these grapevines a oat field. And this is from another Let's Do mod, but I thought it looked so pretty right here. And on that stream, we got a ton of diamonds and other resources as well. And now I guess I just wait by the sea and hope that a ship's coming. Wait, is that a ship in the distance right there? Oh my gosh, that is! Oh my gosh, I better head down to the docks to meet them. I'm so excited! Oh my goodness, Sev!
Wait, I'm drowning. Frog! Frog! I got your letter! Don't mind me just drowning in the ocean.
You got my letter!
Yeah, I did.
So you came to try some of my wines?
Yeah! You don't have to drive back later, right?
You can just sleep it off, you know, it's fine. I have an extra bed.
Yay!
Since Sev has never played with the Create mod before, she wanted a tour of the base, and it went exactly how you thought it would go. So this is the winery. It doesn't have a name yet, but as you can see, we have a couple of winemaking mules.
Wine mules? I was gonna ask, like, do they make the wine?
If you see any hairs in the wine, that's not my fault, is all I'm saying. This is a lot of work for one person. Let me go ahead and head behind the bar. You can feel free to sit. Oh, can you please take your shoes off of the bar?
Just putting my little
Your feet are still on the bar. Maybe you just need like a shorter...
Am I too tall for the chair?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's better.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
There we go. Okay, what kind would you like to try? I have a noir here. Would you like that?
Ooh, yes. Rocket.
Oh, here. Here. Cheers.
Cheers! Oh yeah.
Okay, here's a boulevard.
Ooh.
You didn't bring any tools from home?
No, I just brought myself from home, from my chest at home.
Okay, can you please not look in these chests though? Because I have some personal items in there.
Oh really?
Can you please stay out of my personal item chest? Okay, well, this one is also a special one. This one gives you the climbing effect. So you can drink this one and then you can actually go climb. Yeah, then you can climb up walls like a spider. Sev had too many drinks and was on the roof.
Oh yeah!
You're gonna get broken glass all over my vineyard. Oh my goodness!
My kneecaps!
Okay, you are cut off officially. No more wine for you. I feel like I have learned something about Sev today. So what do you think of my winery?
It's so good, especially the wine and the mules.
Oh yeah, the wine and the mules.
Yeah, wine and mules goes really well together.
Well, you know, Sev, I was actually hoping that maybe you could help me with something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of the other places in this, in this world have a name, but this doesn't. I don't have a name for the vineyard.
I mean, you could just call it like Wine Mule Vineyard.
Wine Mule Vineyard? Honestly, that kind of works. You should probably get some rest and sleep off all that wine since you have to drive in the morning.
Oh yeah. Yay! I slept. I have slept a whole 1 second.
That was good. Sometimes it feels like that when I sleep too. All right, drive safe.
Thank you.
Stop drinking with me.
Drive boat.
Don't hit any turtles. And as quickly as she'd come, Sev was gone. Or at least that's what I thought.
Hey, so do you want to prank Blockdown with me?
Oh, sure. But can I drive?
Okay.
So we headed over to Blockdown's island to prank him. And of course, if you guys know Sev, you'll know what kind of prank she wanted to do. Well, it was nice to have Sev come visit, but there's still one last thing that I want to do to wrap up this episode. At the end of episode 2, I asked for a bunch of names for some villagers and some name suggestions for the village as well, and today we're finally going to post them. The first of which is the village, which I'm going to name Glimmerhaven. And with the stars and water glimmering around us, I'm sure that you guys can see why this name was suggested. As for the villagers, I picked out a bunch of random names from the comments that I liked, so we're gonna go ahead and name a bunch of these. And why is there a grass block here? Probably an Enderman. And I just want to take a moment to say a huge thank you to everyone who suggested a name because they were all so amazing. It was so hard to choose just a few. And well, I guess I didn't say that they were going to be the villager residents because the last two are going to the llamas, Marina and Millie. The next name I actually chose for the entire kingdom, and this name was suggested quite a few times. And that name is the Crystal Isles, which I absolutely love. I think we're definitely gonna have to build our castle with a bunch of crystals, don't you guys think? And last but not least, our vineyard. And a huge thanks to Sev for naming that for us. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. A lot of stuff happened today, and it was so much fun to hang out with Blockdown and Sev, of course, too. In the last episode, we built up this beautiful vineyard to make lots of different wines in place of potions. And in between episodes, I spent several hours grinding out gathering 24 wither skeleton skulls. I did this so that I could kill 8 withers underneath the end portal and then craft up a wither skeleton soul from the Spawners Plus mod. With this new addition to the XP farm, I do want to make just a slight adjustment to the deployer, because I'm pretty sure if we enchant these swords with looting, that we'll have a higher chance of getting wither skeleton heads when the deployer kills them. So let's go ahead and get these enchanted really quick. I've already deposited the new swords in the hopper, so they should be able to just grab the old one, and yeah, that should just give them the new ones. And there we go. I kind of want to just do a little AFK test and see if this is going to actually work, so let's do like 5 minutes and see if we get any wither skeleton skulls. Okay, well, I accidentally AFK'd for like several hours, and I'm very curious to see actually how many heads we got out of this, if any. Whoa, 86? That's so many. Okay, at least we do know it is working. Well, this means we can decorate with beacons now. Now, the other thing I want to do is quickly grab some of these XP nuggets because I want to put them in our backpack so I can mend up my tools on the go. The only problem with that is that those XP nuggets take up a lot of space. And last episode, we went mining during a live stream here on YouTube. So I want to go ahead and make a stack upgrade for our backpack, and we're going to make a diamond tier 1. And just for the tier 1 upgrade, it's going to take 8 iron blocks. So this is actually going to take 8 diamond blocks too, which is going to be expensive. But I think overall in the long run, this is going to be worth it. We'll go ahead and make that gold and diamond. It's expensive and it hurts a little bit, but that's okay. It's going to be very useful for us in our backpack. So we'll go ahead and add that to our upgrade slot, and then we can go ahead and stack up all of these nuggets of experience. And I think we can get like 501 slot. A little bit of cleaning and organization later, this looks a lot better actually. This backpack mod is definitely my favorite I've ever played with. Anyways, there's a lot to do in this episode, and when I take a look around our island, there's pretty much only one thing that kind of stands out to me today that I want to work on, and that's this area. I think if we went ahead and built a bunch of stuff out here and made it look like an actual entryway into like a thriving castle, it would look a lot better. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to upgrade our storage to have a terminal today because I'm tired of looking into my chest, but that's not it. I want to make this advanced wireless terminal. That way we can craft wirelessly on the go. It is a little bit expensive and it will require a beacon to work properly, but thanks to all the work I did between episodes, that's not really a problem for us anymore. So to me, that really sounds like a plan. We're gonna clean up this courtyard area, add some wireless storage, and maybe finish up working on this wall out front and doing a bunch of other stuff in this area too. And I think to make this easy, and not that I want to go back to the nether right now, I'm gonna go to the nether first to grind out some netherite. And that'll give me time to think about what I want to build out in this courtyard too. Before we go though, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some golden carrots because I've long run out of all of the sandwiches that Blockdown gave me in the last episode. So I think golden carrots is just gonna be the way to go until I can get some more from him. Okay, we'll go ahead and add these to our filter, and then we'll add them to our backpack. And I love that so many stacks fit in one spot. I think while I'm here, I'm gonna also buy some throwaway pickaxes that I can mine away all that extra netherrack with. And I don't really know how many I'm gonna need, so maybe we'll just buy like 6? Get some unbreaking on all of these, and you know what, why not some efficiency as well? Ugh, you know, I really still hate those things, but at least I can kill them from afar with my magic. Oh god, there's another one right there. Oh no. Oh god, there's so much lava lake. Oh, this might not be good. But we're pretty strong, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just dig down to Y15. Oh, there's some ancient debris right there, but the shaders make it look so deep fried. What? Okay, time to vein mine. Normally I find mining ancient debris kind of boring, so I would never do it for a mini-series, but I don't know, with Vein Miner it's just so much more satisfying. Oh god. And there's some more right there. Ooh, even more. Gotta go get that piece as well. Only one though. Alright, you guys get the idea. I'm gonna vein mine some more and try to get a little bit more, and then I'll bring it back. Alright, I'm just taking everything out of my backpack really quickly because we are gonna upgrade our backpack to the netherite tier from the diamond tier. And for that, we're gonna need a smithing template, and I should probably smelt down this ancient debris too. Last episode when we went to that bastion with Blockdown, we got a ton of gold, so let's use that to make our ingots. And now this should be just like upgrading regular armor, so... there we go. Netherite backpack. Let's go ahead and put this in the back slot and see how big it is. Wow. Okay. I don't think I'll ever run out of space with this thing. And just as a bonus, we got a couple of extra upgrade slots too. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of resetting up this backpack. I've got to go through and organize all this stuff, so be right back. All right, backpack's all sorted. Now we can shift our focus to upgrading our storage. And the first thing we're gonna need for that is a storage tool, which luckily is not too expensive. We're also going to need this storage controller, which again, not too expensive, just a couple of comparators. And to make this all work together, we're going to need the Tom's mod. So we're going to need an inventory connector, which of course is more comparators. We'll need a cable connector, which doesn't seem too bad. We'll need these inventory cables, which are easy. And then we're going to need a crafting terminal, which is going to need a storage terminal as well, which is more comparators. I don't remember how many of these we need, but we'll get like 9. Then we'll go ahead and start the crafting with making our inventory connector. And here we go with our storage controller. And here's our storage tool. And yeah, basically I'm just gonna go craft up all that stuff that I said I was gonna craft before. All right, now bear with me on this because I'm not a mod expert, but I am gonna sort of walk you guys through how it's going to work with the two different storage systems kind of mixed together. So in the middle, we'll have our storage controller, and using the storage tool here, we can actually link these chests and lock them and do all sorts of other things as well to the controller. Now we're going to right click our storage tool onto the controller so we can bind it. And now it says that it's linking to controller at those coordinates. And now you can just go ahead and right click all of your different sophisticated barrels. This would also work with sophisticated chests, but I don't think it works with the backpacks. Once all your chests or storage are all linked, you can actually go ahead and lock your drawers by shift and middle mousing until it says locking, unlocking, and then right clicking your controller. And I usually keep my barrels locked except for a couple that are like overflow barrels. That way you don't have like random wheat seeds going into your iron chest because it just doesn't like make sense. And this empty barrel is going to be our only unlocked barrel, and this will be basically our overflow barrel like I was mentioning. Anything that doesn't have a home in the system will automatically go in there. So overall it doesn't matter too much because we're going to connect that to an inventory connector, which is going to allow us to use this mod with toms. You have to place the inventory connector a little bit finicky, but honestly not too bad, and then place your crafting terminal on the front of that. And if we right click, you can see all of my items, although this is a mess. So we're going to close the book, and then yeah, we can absolutely do a bunch of different things. We can like change it to like refined storage controls, change the search to like a JEI search. So now if we search in the search bar for @create, we can see all the things we have from create, but then also all of the things on the right from JEI. And with that, even though it's not wireless, this phase of the storage upgrade, at least for now, is complete. The only reason we're not going ahead and making it wireless yet is because I don't know if our storage is going to stay here, because I'm going to admit this, I hate the stairs. I hate them so much. I've never filled in these walls because I hate them. With our mods, we actually have so many other options for cool buildings and stuff, and this was really great for like day one kind of vibes, but it's no longer day one and I really want to get rid of these. And specifically, I really want to build a create elevator down into our storage room. I think a little 5x5 elevator would be so cool and elevate our space and our island to the next level. And that does mean that this like little storage room and create workshop thing might end up changing a little bit by the end of the episode to accommodate an elevator and more space and all of that. So I guess the next thing to do is figure out how an elevator in create works. All right, the elevator pulley itself isn't too expensive, and I think we have everything we need to make this. We just need to go grab, wait, I have a storage system now. Oh my goodness. So we do have brass ingots. Oh, we have brass casing already. We also have some iron sheets, and then we needed a dried kelp block, which luckily we had a bunch of dried kelp already, and we can just craft one. With all of that, we can craft our elevator pulley, and then we're also going to need a contraption controls and a redstone contact. And we don't have to make super glue because I already have some in my backpack, but I wonder if I can go enchant this. All right, unbreaking, so unbreaking 3 for sure. And mending? Nice. And then let's use our XP to heal it up. Perfect. Now time to build the elevator. I think we're going to start by taking out all this dirt in the dirt pathway and replacing it with a floor. And to keep it simple, I'm going to do a 5x5 out of spruce planks. And once we have all the floor in, then we can go ahead and take our super glue and super glue the whole floor together. Next, I want to go ahead and put down our redstone contacts, and these need to face into each other to make the different floors. Slap down our contraption controls, and then we'll put some beams in the corner for our elevator. I think for the ceiling, we're just going to go for the same spruce planks. And I think now let's do another round of super gluing. So we'll super glue the top into the beams, into the floor and everything. For the walls, I'm going to be using spruce trapdoors because they give the tiniest illusion that there's actually more space than there really is. And we'll go ahead and craft up some brass doors. And these are so cool because they'll automatically open and close when you're in the elevator. So we'll go ahead and put it in like so. And it's such a smooth animation. And for our last little bits in here, I want to get some seats. And I think I'm also going to add these cinnamon night lanterns too. So we can go ahead and right click our elevator pulley. This is connected to just a water wheel. And now this thing over here is pink. That makes it so that this is like recognized as a floor. So I guess we just have to put another one down below. Yeah, let me dig down here and take care of that. I'm gonna have to clear out a bunch of this stone as well. All right, I think we're ready for our first test. So if we step in here, we can actually come to the controls and you can scroll wheel to go down to -1, which is the basement floor. And this is so slow. Oh my gosh. But it is working, although it does appear that I have missed some stone in the path of the elevator. And at the bottom, the doors are going to automatically open, so then you can just get out. And well, yeah, I have a lot to fix here. But I'm going to take care of the top first, and let's build up this elevator building. All right, our elevator building is all built. And well, as you can see from behind me, it's gone through a few changes as I had to tear it down and rebuild it because it was a little bit too tall. Height-wise, it's looking a lot better now. It's not too tall. It's not like rivaling the tower, so I'm much, much happier with it now. If we click the button for the second floor, though, we can come out to this covered area out here. We can kind of look over all the stuff that's going on in the kingdom, or will be going on in the kingdom once we're finished with this main area. But I think the next thing we need to do is actually change out all this grass here to be this palette that we've already chosen, like over there. And I think I'm gonna go do that on a live stream so that way I can have some company. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. All right, it's actually the next day in real life since I do tend to live stream pretty late. And yeah, as you can see, we've made a ton of progress on changing out the entire floor of this area into our mud pathway. While doing this, we actually had some extra time, so we also extended this wall here to meet the brick wall. And out front, we planted a ton of flowers. But yeah, I think the next thing I want to focus on is over here in this area. I want to build like a little mini sheep farm with only a couple of sheep, and I want to fill the rest of this area with some market stalls and maybe a fountain and all sorts of stuff. But we've got a ton of work left to do, so we better get to it. And I think a little vanilla... Oh my gosh, right now, Shrine? All right, Shrine, what is it that you want from me? Oh, hey, you're here too?
Wait, what are you doing here?
I have a new task.
Ooh, I just literally completed my task. Had to brew some beer, making a little tavern over there.
Right after I make a winery, you're making a tavern. That is so you.
Yeah, competition is good for business though, right?
Yeah, well, my winery is already very famous. Many visitors already.
I'm sure I'm going to get visitors. I'll get more visitors than you.
Yeah, I'm sure. The shrine's voice echoes low and clear. Slay the warden, show no fear. A great reward shall grace your hand. Power and fortune across the land.
Slay the warden? Good luck. I just had to brew beer.
You just had to brew beer and I have to kill the warden.
Yep.
No. I think you should come with me. I think you should come help me.
Well, actually, thinking about it, I do actually, I think, need an armor trim from the Deep Dark City.
Well, I know where some, like, mountains and meadows are. We could go try to look over there.
Yeah, let's do it. What is this?
It's an L. It's an L building for losers. You're a loser, that's why. Oh, I'm definitely taking all these bookshelves. This is a tavern. This is like an inn. There's like...
Wait, a rival tavern?
This is a rival tavern. And honestly, at least they already have beds and stuff. Oh my god, they're Italian! Are you done? Can we go? It sounds like there's a fire. You should get out of there.
No, everything's fine.
Blockdown, it's on fire!
Just taking care of the competition.
Blockdown!
See ya!
Oh my god. Wait, can I come with you?
Oh, yes! Froggy, this is it.
Oh my gosh, it's so scary looking, Blockdown. Let's agree to go look for some chests first, and then afterwards we can, on the way out, we'll summon the warden and kill him.
Okay, sounds good. See ya.
Blockdown!
Oh.
Oh my god, you already set off a shrieker!
I just want the armor trim.
I found silence armor trim! No way!
That's good. That's not the one that I need though, so...
Okay, you need the ward one then.
No, it's called Sentry.
Sentry is at Pillager Outpost.
What?
Yeah.
I've come here for nothing.
You came here because you're such a good friend. And you love helping me out.
I'm going to need something else in return, honestly.
Maybe we can find some Swift Sneak. Then you can sneak faster while you're building.
I've already got Swift Sneak.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I got Swift Sneak too. Oh, it's gone dark. I heard something! Oh! Froggy, it's bad. I think it's bad. I think I summoned the warden.
Oh god! I think I also just summoned one.
I'm going to kill him.
Blockdown, no!
Get out of here! Bring him down! Ow! Wait, is he gone?
I killed him!
Well, that was easy. What the heck?
I got some hats and boots from him. What the heck? Does it look good? It kind of looks like a poop.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm grabbing, but I'm just grabbing stuff.
I need Swift Sneak 3.
I have Sniff Sneak 2 and 1.
Sniff Sneak? Swift Sneak 1 and Swift Sneak 3!
Yo! I got 2 1s and a 2. Does that mean I can make a 3, right?
Oh, look at this chest plate. Oh!
Oh! Okay, I've had enough.
What if we kill him again? Blockdown! Blockdown, you just summoned another one!
Did I?
Yes, there's 2!
Where are you?
I'm above you!
We're together. Oh, bring him down! Leave my froggy alone!
Oh god, help!
Are you alive?
Barely!
Oh, he's mad. He's so mad. Yes! Wait, so we've killed 2 wardens.
Yeah.
We are so OP.
Maybe that means you'll get a reward too from the shrine.
Ooh, really?
Maybe. No. No! God, Blockdown!
Oh, there's another one!
You're really bad at this Minecraft stuff. Oh!
Oh! You just get yeeted?
Yes!
Wait, I have this as well.
Blockdown!
What? You know what? I'm leaving. See you later.
Wait for me, please. I'm scared.
Nope, I'm gone. See you back at the shrine.
He better be at the shrine. There he is. You left me there. Hello?
You spawned 2 more wardens. We killed 4. We only needed to kill 1.
There was like 6 wardens actually, and they were all on me and they were trying to kill me and I had to run for my life and you left me. That's not what a good friend does.
I mean, that sounds very much like a you problem, but I mean, task done, right?
I guess. Let's see. Oh, let's go.
What is this?
Hardening crystal. Apply in an anvil to make any item unbreakable.
We can make something unbreakable.
Yeah, with this hardening crystal. And there's a thing that extends your reach. So that means over here I can hit. Oh my god!
You know what? I'm going to make my elytra unbreakable on my unbreakable anvil. Oh, unbreakable elytra. Yo!
Is there any other way that I can repay you for coming with me? I feel bad that you didn't get anything out of the trip.
I am building a tavern over there, and I don't remember on the last island I did a little show at your tavern.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, honestly, the critics really ripped you to shreds in the papers about that. I'm so sorry.
What papers were you reading?
The Frogcrafting Times.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, you know what? You're gonna have to do a show at my tavern. I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'll be ready then, and I'll wait for your mail or whatever by carrier pigeon or however you do it.
Yep. Well, I'll see you soon.
Thanks for your help again, buddy. Even if you are kind of a bad friend for leaving me alone with 6 wardens.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Boy, what an adventure that was. Oh my goodness. All right, Shrine, another task down. Now time to get back to work. I actually almost forgot about putting Swift Sneak on my leggings. That would have been so annoying. And now we are so fast once again. But as I mentioned earlier, guys, we have a lot of work and a lot of building left to do in this episode, so I think we're just going to kick it into a time lapse. We've got a little bit of a mini sheep farm going on over there. It's looking good. I even added a bunch of clutter underneath this little lean-to here. And next up, I want to work on a fountain, but I don't really have any ideas. So I did find a really cool fountain from my friend Gold Robin that I'm going to kind of base this fountain off of, and we're going to build it right over here in front of the gatehouse. And yeah, like always, I'll link Gold Robin's video in the description. That way, if you guys want to build it yourselves, you absolutely can. Now, I am going to be tweaking up the design a little bit. I'm kind of just using the bones of it, but still, huge shout out to Gold Robin for the idea for this. And I think once we're done, this is going to look actually so pretty. And just a few extra walls, and then an end rod, and then we can place our water, and we should be good to go. Well, at least with the bones. Still got to do a little bit of detailing, but I love it. There's something about these end rods that actually looks so mystical too. I definitely want to go ahead and add a couple of benches out here on every side. And I've just laid out a couple of footprints here for some market stalls that'll be selling some goods. So I'm going to go ahead and get these built up really quick. No tutorial for these though. I'm just freehanding because I really don't want to run out of time for this episode, and I'm starting to run out of time. I think we'll put the counter for this market stall on this side, but the other one, I want to do it on the other side, I think. That way they don't face the same way. I think that'll be cool. And no market stall is going to be complete without draping over some wool on the top. And this one I'm going to do green and pink. I don't know why I'm not doing white on this one, but I think it's going to look so cute. All right, let's get some flowers planted. Maybe a couple of spore blossoms here and there. Oh yeah, over here behind the leaves, I think that's a good spot for another one. Yeah, that is so good. I think over here I'll do another planter box with some flowers in it. Adding back a little bit of green with the moss really helps this area kind of pop more. And yeah, with a few extra details that I've added, I think this place is pretty much ready to be called done. However, we're not done because we still need to kill this wither to get a beacon. And just like that, he was no match for us. And there's some free diamonds. Now let's craft our beacon. And if we make this a level 4 beacon, a full beacon, it'll be accessible from any dimension.
That means that even in the nether or the end, we'll be able to use it. So let's get this storage makeover completed. All right, before I finish everything up, let's go ahead and put together our storage. I wanted a lot more space because I don't know how many more items we're going to be getting for the rest of this series, and I figured it would probably just make the most sense to have like a big item room. Now let's just grab all of our iron blocks, and we're going to go under the floor here, and we're going to build a beacon. Now our tools naturally have haste 2 on them, so I don't think I'm going to do a haste beacon. Maybe we can do one that has like speed boost on it. I almost forgot that we've got to open up the top to the sky. Just like that, and then once we remove the blocks underneath us, we should have a working beacon. Yep, there we go. I think we'll do regen and then, yeah, speed. And just so it doesn't stand out too much, I'm gonna put brown stained glass here just to kind of keep it all in the same color. Okay, the last thing we need to do is make our wireless terminal, which does require a spyglass, so we'll make that really quick, and then we can make this wireless terminal. And let's go ahead and just duplicate our template a couple of times because I don't know if we're going to need any extra ones in the future. Honestly, this might be one of my most expensive crafts on this series yet, but I think it's going to be so useful for the rest of the series to be able to craft on the go. Alright, there's no time like the present, so let's just do it. We'll shift right click to bind it, and as you can see, all of our items are there. But are they here in the nether? Yes, they are. Okay, it worked. Perfect. And I just realized that I didn't record this, but I finished our storage area. I finished the decorations with like a little bedroom area. And then of course I've got like the flowers and the soft lighting in the corners. The create workshop's all done again. And you guys have already seen the big barrel room, but here it is once again. And I was so busy with all of this that I almost forgot that I had to meet up with Blockdown. But you're gonna have to check out his video to see how the comedy show went. And let me know how I did in the comments, okay? Overall though, I'm so happy with how we transformed this courtyard area and how it's all coming out. This episode feels kind of like a filler episode, so I apologize for that, but at the same time, it was just like a bunch of stuff that we needed to do that I just really didn't want to fit into any other episodes. And before we're done for today, let's go ahead and name our new dog Shadow. This was the most suggested name, so thank you guys so much for the name suggestions from last episode. I appreciate it. In the last episode, we built up a beautiful castle courtyard and upgraded our storage. And in today's episode, we're going to focus on a new part of the island. I have not touched the left side of my island at all because I want the castle to go over here, but I don't think I'm going to need this entire space for a castle. And once we clear out all these trees, we'll see what kind of space we have, but I think I want to build something over here today. Oh, we have visitors. I don't feel very great about making them kill their own captain, but we're still on 1.20, so I don't want to start a raid accidentally on my island. And now that that's taken care of, I really don't know what I want to build over there today, but we're going to figure that out together. We also have this chunk of land over here by the winery that I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with yet. And if we look on the map, it only looks like about 50% of our island is done, even though I feel like I've done so much more work than that. The castle's going to be back in this section, and then whatever we work on today is going to be in that front section right there. And then there's whatever we end up doing over here. All right, but that's enough yapping for now. Let's go ahead and chop some trees. And before we do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and repair my tools with this XP shower. I still think this is my favorite thing that I've built on this island so far, even though it's kind of pointless. Now over here on this side where we're going to be building today, there is a little bit of terraforming work to be done because this area is kind of a mess. Oh, but there's also some free course dirt. Let's go. And let's go ahead and fill this back up with regular dirt. And I do think this side needs a little bit of flattening out because it's kind of chaotic over here. It's not really that nice to work with. And then we can go ahead and smooth some out with some dirt over here. Obviously, I'm going to continue the wall over here at some point, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it and how I'm going to wrap it around the island. So stay tuned for that because I've got to figure that out. And over here, I'm probably going to have to push back this dirt and grass patch because we're going to be building a wall in through here. As I mentioned last episode, the courtyard section and the castle section are going to be separated and it'll be a little bit higher. And I'm going to put another brick wall over here like we did on the vineyard side, which we should probably start plotting out. And I think for now we'll stop the wall here because I don't exactly know how I'm going to connect all this area together and like where the stairs are going to go. But I do know for sure that we're going to have to take down some more of this hill right here because I do want it to be relatively level over here. And we'll just go ahead and vein mine all these seeds and flowers. That way we can just get a little bit of a less chaotic view of all the land. Gotta fill in this little part that we made over here by the wall. And you know, I've actually been wondering what I'm going to do with this little sandbar since I started this series, but I think I'm just going to remove it and kind of smooth it out over here because I don't think it's worth trying to change into grass. Although it is kind of sad because I did like the natural shape of this, but at the same time, it'll be fine. That's looking a lot better. And now I guess we have to talk about this area over here. Oh my goodness. Wait, there's a book there. Let's sleep and then see what this shrine wants this time. I really hope this task isn't something ridiculous this time. The shrine whispers softly, a secret to share. Hatch a sniffer with love and care. A great reward will come your way. Adventures and treasures to brighten your day. Okay, hatching a sniffer, that's definitely better than killing a warden. But before we head off to look for a sniffer egg, we're gonna need a couple of things. First, we're gonna need a brush, which we can just craft really quickly. Oh, and luckily we have our snorkel in our backpack, so that's good too. It might be overkill, but I kind of want to make one of those hardening crystals that makes things unbreakable. And we're missing one shulker shell. Are you kidding me? All right, well, I guess we're going to the end and we're going to go find an end city and get one because now I am kind of invested in doing this. So let's just grab a couple of rockets and we'll head off to the end portal. All right, I think it was around here somewhere. There was like a cobblestone. Yep. Okay, this is probably it. All right, do I just jump? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was terrifying. Oh my gosh. And right down here's the end portal, so luckily that didn't take too long. Let's get in and get out with this trip. Because every second I spend here is another second I might regret doing this. Oh yeah. And luckily for me, the end trip this time was a lot more successful and took a lot less time because I had an elytra this time. I actually just love flying through all these different end biomes while I was looking for the end city, and then I finally found one that had both a ship and a loot room, and even though I was only here for some shulkers, I still looted. The shulkers are truly no match for a fully enchanted ruby claymore, so they were pretty easy to deal with, and of course I got a bunch of different loot, including this chorus totem. And even though I only needed one shell, I spent a little bit of time here getting anything that I could before deciding to head back home. Okay, maybe it was just a tiny bit overkill to do that, but I'd rather just have an unbreakable brush, so if it takes a while to find a sniffer egg, we don't really have to worry about that. And of course, it's been like 5 minutes out here in the water, and I still haven't found anything. Oh, but right behind this drown, there's our first ruins. Hopefully one of these has a sniffer egg, but that looks like a pottery sherd. And let's see what this one has. Oh wait, that's a sniffer egg. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. So maybe getting an unbreakable brush was a little bit overkill, but I kind of want to get a second sniffer egg. That way if we want, we can breed them. But I don't think I see any more of that suspicious sand here, so we're going to have to look for another little temple. Luckily, just a few minutes later, here we are, and here is another one. I thought that this was going to take significantly longer, but let's go ahead and see if we're going to get another sniffer egg, which this is not. Oh, but this one is. Okay, here we go. Another sniffer egg. Okay, and now we're just gonna fly home, and yeah, I guess then we'll have to make an area for our sniffers. I think to start here, we're gonna go ahead and craft up a bunch of bricks into brick blocks. And just because I forgot to do this earlier, we're gonna go ahead and finish this wall right over here. And we'll fill this in again up to the brick part up here as well. And I removed all the grass that was down here, so now we can fix up the pathway up to the wall. And that is looking so much better. Next up, I think I'm going to go ahead and dump all of this dirt that we just dug up from over there into the mud farm so we can make some more packed mud and mud bricks. Let's make a couple more mob torches too. That way we can completely remove all the mob spawns on this side of the island. We'll put one here. And I think the other one can go over more on this side on the castle side. This will probably be just far away enough that it's not too much overlap. And you know what? While I'm making some extra ones, let's go ahead and put one over here by the shipwreck. And let's bring one over here to this back area that leads over to the farming village. And I think we'll just put it here for now. This whole area though needs a lot of work. There's a lot of trees and a bunch of unusable hills and weird stuff going on. So I think I might do a little bit of work back here because this could be a good spot to keep all of our sniffers.
And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about working over here yet. I don't know exactly what I want to build yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as the episode goes on. Okay, been a while since the last recording, and as you can see, some things have changed around here because I got rid of this whole forest up here by the vineyard. On the left over here is our sniffer area, and then behind I've replaced that weird wall with a brick wall, and I wrapped it all the way up to the vineyard. I think this looks a lot better than the messy island that was there before, and I'm gonna figure out what to build up here pretty soon. And I even went and stole some mangrove from Blockdown for our sniffer pen. And as you guys can see in the background, it's not too fancy, it's just a bunch of fences, but I do want to get some bone meal and moss and go ahead and moss this area up for our sniffers. Because if you didn't know, sniffer eggs actually hatch faster on moss than on regular grass or any other blocks, so we're going to do that. We'll go ahead and bone meal them a couple of trees in here. Let's do that one. And if we actually searched for fabled flowers, we're going to find a bunch of different flowers that you guys might have seen me pick up in like the flower forest and everything. And I feel like I just want to add these to this area because it's so pretty. And a short while later, it's all prepared. We can put in our sniffer eggs now. And I guess, yeah, now we just wait. Oh my goodness, there we go. There's a sniffer. Hello, sweet boy. Welcome to the world. I hope you enjoy your little sniffer pen. You gonna tell your friend to hatch over here too? I hope he does soon. Oh, there he is. Hello, welcome. Baby sniffers are one of my favorite things in Minecraft. They're so cute, but let's go check with the shrine and make sure this works. Oh, he's having a great time. They love it here. Alrighty, shrine. Well, I've actually hatched 2 sniffers for you, so I hope that this is going to work. Yes, all right. Okay, let's see what this is going to end up being. Oh, a transmogrification table? Is this like an MMO thing where you can actually make your armor look like other things? We're gonna have to try this out. You know what? I actually think I know what we're gonna build over here now, and it's gonna be something magical to match the transmog table. It's gonna be a wizarding tower. And I think I have all the materials on hand already to start building this, so let's get started. Wow, okay, the view of the tower as we come in from over there is so good. But up here at the top, we still do need to put in a floor. And before I do that, I just want to quickly go check on our sniffers. They should be grown up by now. Yep, here we are. We got 2 big guys in here. Hello, buddy. How are you liking your new area? Oh, here we go. We're sniffing up something. We love to see it. And it's a pitcher pod. Nice. Good job, buddy. Oh, he's so happy. Anyways, back over at the tower, I was thinking we could use amethyst for this floor in here because it kind of matches the actual transmog table. And with the way that I set up this floor, there's little peaks of whatever block we place here, so it's kind of nice to see the amethyst from the outside too. So we'll just go ahead and grab our new table, but we're not going to use it yet. We're just going to place it down. And it actually looks so cool. And this might seem a little bit ridiculous, but I think up here I also want some frog lights for some lighting. And yeah, we're gonna have to go get some frogs. And we should probably do this the old-fashioned way. Even though going on an elytra would probably be faster, the boat will at least be able to transport the frogs back. Well, if you can look past the 87,000 turtles that are on this boat to see around them, then yeah, we can transport the frogs back that way. I found this swamp a while ago and it is pretty small. I didn't see any frogs here last time, but maybe there'll be some this time. Although we are going to have to kill a bunch of mobs to find them, I think. Hello, frogs, I'm here. I'm also a frog. Wait, I saw something. Yes, there we go. I'm just going to pick this guy up and now we have a frog. Okay, what about some friends? Do you have some froggy friends over here, buddy? Ah, yes, you do. He's just stuck on the lily pad. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab our leads and then we'll lead you guys up and we can be on our way. Okay, now I don't have time to build a frog-like farm today, but we are going to be going into the nether, and unfortunately this might be a little bit dangerous for you two. But at least you'll get a free meal out of it. Alright, frogs are secured in the boat with all of the turtles, so I will see you guys back when I am in the nether. When I'm in the nether and we have to find magma cubes for these frogs. Oh gosh. So far so good. No blazes, no wither skeletons, nothing attacking my frogs. Hopefully it stays that way. Wait, I just looked back and here's a magma cube right here. This is actually perfect. And now we'll just help the frogs making these magma cubes smaller. And now it's frog light time. Oh, wait, these are the yellow ones. Oh my gosh, no, I wanted the purple ones. I thought that these guys made the purple ones. You're joking me, right? I'm gonna have to go get all of the white frogs? No. But instead of showing you guys that whole journey, I'm gonna just show you guys I bred my frogs in the wizard tower, and then while I was waiting for the tadpoles to hatch, I went ahead and started decorating the entire area, and once it was all finished, it was looking so much better. And then yeah, I took them to the desert, raised them, and went back to the nether for some more frog lights. And I would show you that, but I forgot to record, and Blockdown just messaged me that he wants me to meet him at his archery range, so let's head over there right now. Now, where was his archery range? I don't think I've seen that yet. Hey, Nigel. Not gonna call you sir, you're not a real knight. There it is. Whoa, hello.
Hiya, you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, good. Just called you over to have a little test on my archery range.
Okay, can you explain it?
Okay, so you've got 4 targets on the left and then 4 targets on the right. You need to hit all the left ones first and then all the right ones. And you'll know you win because fireworks fly up in the air and you get a little ding and stuff. It's, you know, it's a whole thing.
Okay, so I just gotta shoot the targets?
Yep. You got 10 seconds to hit the first 4. So I recommend maybe just trying like the hardest one first.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Oh, that was a little too high.
Oh. Oh, geez, you're actually good.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I can't hit that one.
quickly!
No!
You're gonna probably have to start again.
Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. Okay, it's not my fault. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to let go of that. I'm sorry. I just start again?
Yeah, start again.
Oh, that was way over. I probably killed Dolphin with that one.
Fingers crossed. Oh, she's cooking. Oh, she's cooking.
Yes.
Next 4, next 4.
I don't know how that one counted, but...
Oh! You did it!
Yeah! Let's
Yo,
go!
let's go! Well, you're actually really good.
Thanks.
Honestly, I was kind of hoping you were going to suck, so it made me look good, but
Are we comparing scores here?
I mean, that was pretty quick. I mean, I actually have this staff now, so I can do it pretty quick.
Isn't that kind of cheating?
No.
You didn't... you told me I had to bring a bow and arrow.
Well, you know what? You, snossed and lost.
This isn't even a real challenge anyways. This is just something silly you made. I know about a real challenge. I've got this map that apparently leads to some kind of strange dungeon, and I think we should go do that.
A strange dungeon. Oh, wait.
What do you say? You want to go do it?
I mean, honestly, I'm not really scared of anything, so, yeah, sure, why not?
Can you sing one of your traveling songs?
No,
not that one. That one gives me anxiety. Right here? All right, I'm gonna dig straight down.
Hey, that's my thing.
And it hasn't failed us yet.
You're so right. Oh! Wait, I think it's over this way. I'm seeing some mossy cobble.
Oh, mossy cobble always means a dungeon.
Mean, should we break in here?
Ooh, smooth stone.
Ooh, jukebox.
Oh,
Ooh, labyrinth.
look, there's a stable in here. This is way nicer than your stable.
Excuse me?
A music disc?
Yes.
This sounds like you're going to a funeral wedding.
Hopefully it's your funeral.
Oh, there's a chest! Oh, soul cloth?
I mean, should we explore this place? I mean, it's gonna be bag. Oh! Froggy!
What is that?
Stay back! Oh, wow! Oh, that thing looks dangerous.
Oh, he's so scary. Wait, what is that? A spawner frame? You can make arms.
Oh! Oh, send help.
I'm so scared.
Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here, you little...
Oh, sorry.
He has armor. Oh, he was no match for us.
Oh, Froggy, it keeps going. Oh, Froggy!
What happened?
Ah, I fell on something. Wait, this room's not safe. There's spikes in here. This is harder than I thought it would be.
That's what she said. Oh, there's diamonds over there.
Stay back. They're mine. Yes.
No.
Oh,
no.
did I get them? Yes.
My inventory was full. Diamonds.
No.
Mine.
How many?
I got 26.
Look over there.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know, but that thing, I'm just going to say it's probably great loot.
Inside that purple cage, it looked like there was a boss, so Blockdown decided to take care of all of the mobs around me while I tried to figure out how to get inside of it.
All these little blue things on the corners, you can break them.
Oh, I can do that. There's vines all over it.
We need to make the Skull of Chaos, which is a chain and a spawner blade and 5 frames. But I need to make a spawner blade, which I have the amethyst for already. Oh!
Wait, what was that?
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, it's alive!
Hit it! Oh, it's not. Oh! That scared me! That's...
But it hit it!
Things.
Oh!
I'm breaking things. Get out of here, vines.
Oh, Blockdown. He's dead.
Wait, we did it? Oh! Oh. How did that even happen? What? I was just killing a skeleton, honestly, and then you killed it.
I just whapped on it like 4 times and it was dead.
That is actually hilarious. You just took it on your own.
I'm a hero.
You know what? I'm really proud of you, actually. You did really good. You did really good. All right, well, that was super easy.
Yeah, it's really easy when you don't have to do any of the hard work, isn't it?
I mean, it's not my fault we're so OP. I think we do need to take on that challenge, though, right? 20 withers at the same time? Maybe 30? Who knows?
20 withers at the same time. Maybe 30? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I actually think that's a really good idea, and I know just the place to do it.
Okay. A little teaser for next episode.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just meet back up and kill those withers next time.
I mean, that was rude, but yes, we will.
Bye.
Bye. Get out of here!
Well, that was fun, but in between clips, I've been thinking about how we can decorate upstairs in the wizarding tower. And I just need to craft up a couple of things before we actually go up there. Since we have been collecting a bunch of the different armor sets from the wizard armors, I think it would be cool to display those up here. And using these pedestals from the supplementaries mod, we could put our wands on these. I think it's going to be really cool to have all these magical artifacts kind of on display here. And looking at the rest of our armor sets, we do have some of the frost set, and we also have some of this other set over here, this fire set. Oh, and we can't go wrong with the original wizard boots that we found. We'll definitely have to get some more of that set too. Luckily, these look pretty easy to craft. Okay, here's all the pieces of the fire set. And next up, we've got the frost set. And there's the wizard set. This already looks so cool, but let's go ahead and start getting the frog lights into the floor for some extra lighting up here. I love how the colored light in these shaders brings a little bit of pink and purple to the light from the frog lights. I do have a little bit more to decorate on the tower, but I'm going to leave that as a surprise, and I'm going to finish that off camera, and then I'll bring it back so we can actually transmog our armor. Alright, and a short while later, I have done a lot of decorating over on the tower. As you can see, I've swapped out some of the roof blocks for some mossy brick and some moss. I think that looks so much better than how it used to look. But before I show you the rest of the tower and how it's all going to end up, I want to transmog my armor. I can't wait anymore. And I am thinking I want to use this arcane set because it looks so cool, and I think it's going to match the wings for our elytra really well. So let's see how this works. It looks like it needs power with amethyst shards. And luckily for us, we do have a bunch of those from when I was making all of that tinted glass. And when we pop that in, yeah, it fills up that little power bar. And then I'll grab my armor. And then I do believe it's helmet and then whatever you want it to look like in the second slot. And then, yeah, you can see that it says transmogrified to the arcane helmet. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. It looks so cool. It's a diamond helmet, but it looks like the wizard hat. All right, let's go ahead and get the rest of this armor done really quick. And with the full set now, We are really starting to look like we belong in a medieval kingdom. That doesn't mean this episode is done yet though, because we still do have some work below before we can do our final walkthrough. Yeah, let me go get this all taken care of. Alright, I think we're done, and in between clips a lot has happened. I've almost finished decorating this spot where that forest near the vineyard used to be, and we've added an extension onto the village. I actually built all these houses live here on YouTube on some live streams, and we were able to bring in some terracotta with some fun patterns to be like some extra color in this place, and I absolutely love this. It's not fully done, and I do want to add like a tree right here, and there's some other detailing and stuff I want to do, but I'm pretty happy with it. And as for over by our wizarding tower, I rounded up the pathway up around to the back side of this, and then yeah, I've added in some of the floor over here, but I don't exactly know where the castle's gonna go yet, and I don't know how this is all gonna be yet. It is looking a little bit awkward and unfinished right now, but by the end of next episode, it should be looking finally complete. As you saw in the time lapses, I brought some flowers to some more lilacs and roses out front, and yeah, I just really love how this whole thing looks. We've got our frogs chilling on the inside. And I also went ahead and decorated the inside with like an enchanted magical library with some painting walls and some different stuff from the Better End mod. And I love how purple this all is. In the last episode, we built up a magical wizard tower where we could transmog our gear and made a pen for some sniffers that we hatched. Oh, what? Right now? Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's a shrine resetting, right?
And I have a book here.
Yep, me too. You know what? I'm gonna read.
I'm gonna read mine first.
The shrine hums soft, a final decree.
This is the end, the last you'll see.
Complete the island, let it be done.
Your journey ends where it begun.
Wait, finish our island?
The journey ends here? We have to come here when we finish our island?
We have to finish our island. I still have so much work to do.
Wait, yeah, I have like so much terraforming and everything to do. I haven't even built my castle yet.
There's no time for chatting. See you later.
Yeah.
No.
You stink.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I couldn't even get the intro to the episode done without the shrine telling me that it's time to get a move on. So I think let's just jump right in. But before that, I have worked between episodes on a long play that's going to be coming out in a couple of weeks, hopefully. And this is for our turtle sanctuary. So I went ahead and terraformed this island into a crescent moon shape and then built them a little sanctuary. I don't want to show too much of this, but this video will be coming out hopefully before Christmas. Now, our first goal today is going to be removing all these trees in this area because I want to finally do what I set out to do in episode 1, and that's to build our castle in this area right here. This is probably going to take me forever since I've never done this before, so let's just jump right into the time lapse. The rest of the forest is finally clear, and as you can see, we're gonna have to fill in a bunch of this dirt to make the ground a little bit more level, but this is actually a lot of space to work with. And I think the next phase of this is gonna be laying out some potential buildings. Wait, is that a turtle? How did you get here? Oh my gosh, let's put you back over in the turtle sanctuary. All right, let me set you down here, buddy, and this time don't try to escape. See, these turtles are having fun, right? Anyways, I'm gonna grab some wool from our sheep farm and then I'm gonna go plot out some buildings, so I'll be right back. Ow, okay, sure while later, and here is what I've come up with so far. It's kind of still a WIP, if I'm gonna be honest. It needs a little bit of work still. This spot in the front will be our entrance with the 2 towers, and then there's a bunch of other squares and rectangles to connect to make our castle. And there's even this little semicircle in the back too that I'm very excited about. You know, now that I look at this space around it though, I think this would look better if I pushed it back a couple of blocks. So I think I'm gonna do that really quick and then bring up all of the terrain to be a little bit more even. Before we do anything else, I am going to bring over this wall that we have in front over by the gatehouse that we had past the tower last time. And maybe here where it connects, this kind of is the perfect size for like a little 3x3 tower. Maybe we'll just do a tower there. Okay, and that should wrap this up pretty nicely so it's not looking as awkward over here anymore. And I am just going to quickly bring in some dirt to fill in this whole area so that this is all the same level. I don't want this to look too flat, and I think height variation is super, super important, but I'm going to go ahead and keep this more on the simple side. I'm also just going to bring down a little bit of a custom cliff here. It's not going to be anything special, but just something to cover up this little weird spot in this island. And let's see, that should do it for now. I'll definitely have to smooth that out and make it look better later, but at least it looks a little bit better now. We do have a bunch of clay balls here that I am going to smelt down into some bricks really quickly, because I think I've decided what I want to do in the back part of the castle, but we're going to have to see if this is going to work. And of course that just means for me watching these forever until the final clay balls are done smelting, which I think they are. And what I want to do here is actually expand this brick wall that we already have and take it to the other side of the castle. I think this will also help separate the castle from the actual edges of the island, which I still don't know what I'm going to end up doing with yet. And of course that does mean that I just built up all this terrain for no reason in the time lapse, but at the time I just thought it was a good idea, so it's fine. That's the great thing about Minecraft, is that you can always change your mind if you want to. And though I do plan for this to all be mud at some point again, I'm going to just go ahead and fill this in with dirt for now, just temporarily. Leaving it open would be too chaotic for my brain, and honestly, if I'm going to have to move anything with the castle or add anything on, I don't want to have to redo the pathway again later. With the dirt all filled in now, we can go ahead and put our andesite slabs on top of all of the brick to give that a nice little border. Now with the plan done and the terrain around it a little bit more settled, I think that we can actually get into some of the castle building. Actually, in between clips there, I went and vein mined some cobblestone, but I didn't think you guys might want to see that because it's just kind of boring. So I'm just going to heal up my pickaxe with this XP shower, which I am going to miss when this series is over. Now we're going to take some of that cobblestone that I mined because I have a very visual brain and I want to go ahead and build up some of these parts of the castle so that way I can see how high they'll be when we're actually done building. So this little bit here is going to be the entryway into the castle. So this is going to be some kind of doorway. And I think we'll bring this up maybe 5 blocks high just to see how that goes. The towers here on the side, we're going to want to be a little bit taller. So I'm going to get rid of all of this wool and then we can go ahead and start kind of building these out a little bit. And I think we'll take this one up about 9 blocks and we'll build that around for the entire tower. From all my research into castle building, height variation seems super, super important. And this tower over here, we're going to even have to do at a different height. That way it can also look different to the other tower. I'm actually thinking though for this one, I might take out the corners when I'm done. That way it can have a little bit of a more unique look compared to the other one. I'm seriously going to miss this extra reach once this series is over. Oh my gosh, I wish that we did get the crab for the crab claw. That would have been so nice to have an extra block or 2 of reach. Actually, taking a step back, the left tower I think I want to be a little bit taller. We need to fill this in right here. And to make this tower a little bit more unique looking, I am going to take out all of these corners. And yeah, I think you guys basically kind of get the idea of what I'm going for at this point. I'm going to be just going around and building up all of the walls to different heights. That way I can make this build look as interesting as possible. And for anyone who's wondering, yeah, I'm going to take this whole cobble box down before I actually build the castle, but this is just to help me visually see it. And I realize that this is actually adding a ton of time onto my building experience. So even though this is going to take me longer to place all these blocks and then of course remove them as I start really building, I think it's going to be worth it so that I can actually see it. And quickly popping here into FreeCam, I do like the shape of the roof for that front part. I'm not 100% certain on the towers, but we'll just see as we keep building. Honestly, this is kind of fun though. It's like putting together all these little pieces of a puzzle and making them all fit together. It's kind of addicting. But yeah, guys, as satisfying as this might be, I'm gonna bring you back when I'm fully finished because, yeah, watching me place cobblestone from this angle probably isn't the most entertaining thing. Alright, it's been like a good 45 minutes and I think I'm pretty much done here. And with a pop into FreeCam to take a look, as you can see, there's a lot of different heights going on, although I think some things might end up being taller at the end. That being said, for the planning stage, I'm actually really happy with how the shapes are coming out on this. Well, and since this is the biggest project that we have left for the island, I think I'm gonna do one little last bit of adjusting the heights and stuff, and I'm gonna go collect a little bit more stone and andesite and stuff, and then we'll get building the castle. And getting a bunch of stone and stuff is pretty easy with Vein Miner. I am going to really miss Vein Miner as well. I am still searching for a bunch of andesite though, because I don't really have that much left. Oh, there we go, finally. And I don't exactly know how much I'm gonna need. I know I need a lot for like the actual walls of the castle since I'm doing mostly stone. But I'm also gonna want to use some polished andesite as sort of like pillars, like the wooden beams that we do on the outside of like regular houses. All right, we've got 5,000 stone and we've got almost 3,000 andesite. So that should be enough for everything that I'm gonna need for the castle. And I think to keep this classic, I'm gonna use a combination of stone, andesite, and stone brick because I feel like those are the blocks that I just know the best for castle making. And truly there's no time like the present, so let's start getting this castle built. Alright, I've been hard at work for the last several days on the castle, but I'm not ready to show you yet. I still have to do the interior. But, as you can see, this is starting to really come out amazing looking. I am so happy with this so far. That's not actually the reason that I brought you back, though. We need to go meet up with Blockdown since at the end of last episode, we agreed to go seek out a real challenge, which we decided was going to be fighting a bunch of withers at once. So let's go find him and fight those withers, which I'm sure is not gonna be dangerous at all. Okay, I think it's just right up here, Blockdown.
Are you sure? We have been journeying for quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, here it is.
What? This is where you're leading? This looks terrible!
It looks kind of like jail.
This is where you want to fight 20 withers.
I thought it could be fun here. Look, it's very nethery. It's like on theme. You know, it's a little bit chaotic. Oh, God!
Oh! Ooh, loot. Golden carrots. Okay, so this is where we're going to fight 20 withers. I'm just constantly on fire.
Yes. Wait. Do you have a better place in mind?
Maybe
we should go below. That looks a little bit better down there.
Froggy, this is a terrible idea.
Oh, wait, there's diamonds.
Oh, just what we need. Look, this is filled with magma cubes.
There's no magma cubes. Those are magma squares.
I'm in lava. I'm gonna die.
Are you being for real?
I'm gonna die. Let's just find a big cave.
Yeah.
This is terrible. I'm leaving.
Oh, right here. Come to me.
Oh, this is very wither fighty.
Yeah, I feel like, oh, see, I told you I knew a place.
Yeah, this is kind of like lit up as well. Okay, yep, this is the spot.
Blockdown, I don't know if this is a good idea.
You know what? I know something for a fact.
What is it?
This is a terrible idea.
No matter what happens, it wasn't my fault.
I'm not scared. Ready?
Wait, why are mine not summoning?
What? No. Oh god, it's happening. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Blockdown.
This is a terrible place to do it. They're all on me.
They don't like you. I don't blame them.
You know what? I'm not taking damage though. My armor's probably taking an absolute beating. This is terrible. I'm in a hole. Oh, okay. It's just hard to hit one because there's so many.
I'm trying.
Oh no! Oh, some of them are taking damage. Some of these health bars are going down.
I'm doing that.
I'm hitting some.
I think one died.
I killed one.
Blockdown, this is terrible.
This is good. It's a good job I improved my aim last episode.
It hasn't really improved that much, to be honest.
What, you saying I was already really good?
No, you were already really, really bad.
I have missed like 5 shots in a row, I'll be real.
Yeah, I could sense that.
Here he comes. Finish him off.
That was awful. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll say that that's done. That was honestly a bigger challenge than the other dungeon.
I mean, there was one point where I had 10 withers just flying at my head. I'm very glad we didn't do it in the nether dungeon. Yeah, that's that would have been real bad.
Yeah, well, you know what? Honestly, I think I finally respect your skill as a warrior.
Huh. Well. Thanks.
I've got a lot to do back at home, so I think I'll go.
Okay, I'll just she's gone. Okay, brilliant.
Well, me failing with those withers aside, that was a fun adventure with Blockdown, and I felt like it was a real test of our skills. But I'm bringing you back now because I have finally finished the castle. I have to say that this is probably one of my favorite things that I have ever built. I absolutely love this. It's so mossy, so lush, and so cool. Now, normally I would do my interiors on camera, or at least part of them, but there were so many rooms inside of this castle to do, so I did them all off camera. But let's take a walk through them together. This is our entryway, and I have a bunch of armor stands here on top of pedestals. This little doorway right here is actually the only room I have not decorated because I wasn't sure what to put in here. I sort of wanted a bathroom, but then there's like so many windows, so yeah, that was not gonna happen. This other door takes you up into the castle little tower here, so you can look out into the courtyard and be like, who goes there? The next room is actually my favorite room in the entire castle though. This is like the grand dining hall. I absolutely love this place. It is the perfect spot to invite all your friends to have a wonderful cozy meal together. Well, if you have friends that play Minecraft with you. Over here, there are 2 doorways with bubble elevators to go up and down into the upstairs hallway. But we're going to explore this a little bit later on, so let's go back downstairs and do the entirety of the downstairs first. Over through this archway, we have an extension of both the dining room and the kitchen with like a little breakfast nook and a little storage area for our bags of veggies. And back here we have our main kitchen, which has, you know, our little sink here and our extra glasses and all sorts of like cooking utensils and pots and pans and everything. The other archway leads to a hallway, which leads to the library and like a little sitting room. And I love these paintings here, but here's the sitting room. We also have a little storage closet down here just for some extra chests and barrels and stuff. And then back through this archway is the library. This is absolutely one of my favorite rooms in the entire castle. It is just so comfy, so cozy, so comforting, and if I was living in this castle, I would spend all my time here. Now, up the stairs across from the library, this is actually my bedroom. So I have a little study desk right here, and I always wanted one of these hutch desks when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I built one here. Then over here we have my bed, which is fully usable, by the way. You can actually sleep in that bed because there's a carpet on top, and then it leads out on top into this rooftop garden, and this is actually on top of the library. And then through this little archway is my bathroom, and I am so happy I finally have a tub to soak away all the stress of dealing with Blockdown. But that's not all that's in the bathroom, as there is a little bit of a hidden doorway through this painting. And I think I'd call this like my science room. I don't know. I've got like a globe in here and some magical stuff and a chalkboard that says subscribe to Blockdown. Well, I don't make the rules. Better go do it. But yeah, this is just a bunch of silly stuff you might find in kind of like a little hidden workshop area. I just really like this room. Now over here, there's a ladder that leads to like a little cozy reading nook, but that's not all that's up here, as there is also a walk-in closet. I just don't have any extra clothes here. I kind of just wear the one outfit, you know? And then this door leads back out into the hallway from the dining room. A bunch of the rooms up on this floor are just kind of like small little bedrooms, places to sleep for people who might come over and visit. And then this doorway leads you into a tower. This is the big yellow tower, so you can again look out over the whole kingdom and see the whole island. I actually love the view up here so much. Now, past all the bedrooms, you can actually get out onto the balcony. As you can see, we're on the tower all the way on the left side of the castle. And if we pop into free cam, it is just such a beautiful area over here. I absolutely love it. And then finally, our last staircase brings us up into the tallest tower, the tallest building, and this is our throne room. So we have our little guards here. and we have our crown here ready to sit on our golden throne, and we can then take audience with all of the people who may want to come talk to us in our kingdom. Honestly though, I could not be more pleased with how this whole thing came out. I am so happy with it, and I hope you guys really like it too. It was kind of a long kind of walkthrough, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Additionally, since the last clip, I also went and did a live stream where I worked on parts of the castle, like doing this whole back section over here and this wall. But also right over here, we have made a greenhouse for our bees. I filled in these stairs finally, and I've got a pathway down here with a big rose field along the front of the sniffer area. And now with just these few additions, this area looks so much more complete, and I absolutely love our greenhouse. The glass reminds me of like a butterfly wing. It is so pretty. We've got like a stone brick and mossy stone brick, a floor with some extra moss, and just the whole thing looks so beautiful. I absolutely love this glass, as I just mentioned. And then there's just so much natural light, all the different plants, the spore blossoms, the leaves, everything is so pretty in here. But to finish off our shrine task, we need to come over here and work on the front of this island. Wait, is that a turtle in the boat? I built you guys an entire sanctuary, and now one of them is in the boat again. That makes sense. Okay, anyways, moving on. One of the last things I need to do is fix up this like messy looking terrain out in the front of the vineyard area, so I think that's what I'm gonna work on next. So I think once again, it's time to roll another time lapse. These lower retaining walls are going to be perfect to put in some more flowers around the island, so I'm definitely going to continue our pattern of doing lilacs, roses, and peonies up here. I'm actually getting kind of sad because I know I'm putting the final finishing touches on my island, and then we will be done with this series, and I've had so much fun here. Hanging out with Blockdown is always such a blast, and also I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone and finally accomplished one of my Minecraft dreams in this world. But those things being said, I am out of space to build on this island, so let's get this done. And popping into free cam, yeah, this looks amazing. I'm so glad I put this brick retaining wall here and put these flowers. It looks so much better than I thought it would. The area out in front of the castle is a little bit empty, but I was thinking about maybe putting some blue orchid planters out here. Maybe that would be nice. And these don't need to be super fancy, just something to give a little bit of a pop of color out front. I think we'll go ahead and just fill these in with coarse dirt so they don't look too out of place. And then we can fill this all in with some extra blue orchids for that nice pop of color I was talking about. Now with both of our flower beds done, we can go ahead and add some more lighting because that is something that is desperately lacking out here. It is a little bit dark. Even though no mobs can spawn, we still want it to be cozy. And you know, I can't really imagine a castle this grand having like a dark, dingy courtyard. Ugh. And I think having a couple of extra trees around wouldn't really hurt anything. Let's get another one over here by the castle. And oh yeah, that's a good one. That's like the perfect tree. We'll add another one over here in the courtyard. I think at this point there's only like 2 things left that I need to complete, and that's going to be to add some flowers into this little green space back here on the side where the turtle sanctuary is. And this is looking absolutely beautiful. And the very final thing is adding a little bit of a bridge going into the turtle sanctuary. I wanted to do this before, but I didn't know where everything would quite end up, so I saved it for the very last thing. And also, I'm so sorry that I kind of just jumped to this being built, but I had like honestly 4 or 5 full minutes of just pure struggle. And yeah, I think with a couple of lampposts on there, I'm pretty happy with that. But that of course does mean that our island is fully complete now, and we should probably go meet up with Blockdown and see if he's ready to turn in our task to the shrine and finally get our reward. Oh, I'm so excited. I wonder what it's gonna end up being. Well, buddy, are you done with your island?
I think so, yeah. How about you?
Yeah, no, I'm done too. I have completely filled every area of my island with lots of builds.
Yo, let's go. So we get to complete the task now, right?
Yeah, I mean, are we supposed to push the button at the same time? I think we're gonna get a great prize for this.
We're gonna get such a good reward. How much work have we put in completing this entire island?
Yeah, I know. And wait, your castle looks so good. I love it.
Thank you. Yours is, Anyway, should we complete this task?
All right, ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
Oh,
Blockdown!
where's my prize? Wait, Froggy, help! Wait, so I'm now stuck as a statue next to you for eternity?
You know, I worked really hard on this. I thought that this was going to be good.
Yeah, I thought the shrine was like a cool guy and...
Yeah, I thought he was just like a chill guy, you know? Can you sing me one of your songs? God, you even as a statue, you stink like fish. You smell so bad.